I'm so not ready this morning. Judith Silcock, how are you, my love? She's not been well. She's not been well at all, but she's watching us from her sick bed at the moment. So Judith, you get better soon, and hopefully, she says I make her laugh, and that makes her feel better. So hopefully I'll make you laugh today. I'm bound to make some mistakes, so it'll be fine. Anyway, Judith, big kiss to you. Oh, look at me, look at me. Oh, look at me, I look a right old state, actually. I've just seen. What's happened to my hair? It looks green. Today's menu. Here it is. No, it isn't. Here it is. Here it comes. There it is. Oh, now why is that changed? Why is there an explanation thingy after my thingy? Coming up today with John, exclamation mark. 8 o'clock, Joe Carter's travel case. 9 o'clock, the best of Mandy. That's, no, it doesn't explain very well at all, does it? 10 o'clock, Turtle and Butterflies with Joe Carter. And then, now, 11 o'clock's a bit confusing, right? We've really confused Irene, because we've said Irene Crosby's products and fabric. She rang up her. It's like a little vanity case. Hang on, I've got issues. Sorry, everybody. There we go. Piping cord for the first time on Sewing Quarter. Isn't it lovely? It's like a little vanity case. Now, it's a brand new pattern and bundles, but look at this, right? So I'll just open the zip for you. Because then at 10 o'clock, Joe's doing a flutterby. It's cute, isn't it? But in the same hour, we've also got a turtle. That's the kind of noise turtles make, isn't it? Why? Isn't it? Don't you think a turtle would sound like that? No? What do you think a turtle would sound like then? Not like that. Okay. Hello? No. Anyway. We'd love you to get in touch. This is how you can do it. If you go to the website, www.sewingquarter.com, and then you literally watch today's show. Click on Watch Today's Show, and then, I'm sorry, I'm being put off by everybody today. I do apologise everyone at home. You go to, no, not you, upstairs, down here, Chris to the floor manager. He's just put Irene's wrist handler on. Well, anyway, I'm not going to go there. Message the studio. You can write a short message there. Keep it to 140 characters, because at your end, you can keep typing, but our end, it cuts. That goes through to producer Hannah. She will then send it through to the tablet on our desk. Now, you see products from today's show there. Everything's already disappeared from yesterday. As I introduce bundles and patterns and all sorts of things today, then they will appear there. You can click on them and pop them in your basket if you're watching later on. If they're sold out, they will not be there. Talking about selling out, if you go to the top of the page there, you see where it says add to the basket. When we're doing a live auction, a picture of what we're selling will appear there. Click on it, pop it in your basket. Now, we have had just recently sellout after sellout after sellout after sellout. If you know you want something, then please check out. You can check out as many times as you like during the day. It's still only one P&P of £2.95, and you can check out, if you check out 100 times, it's still only £2. Do you know if you buy a machine and you buy a needle of thread, whatever, still only £2.95 postage packaging, 4 to 6 working days. It should be with you. You can also send us a picture or send us a longer message if you want to, and that is via our email, which is studio@sewingquarter.com. Studio@sewingquarter.com. Now, I've got a couple of other things I need to tell you. The first thing is at 11 o'clock. You know Natasha had that like raffle-y, prize-y thing yesterday. What's the matter? She called it a raffle. I was watching because I thought I might ring in and buy something to go in the raffle, but it says on terms and conditions, no members of staff can join in, so I didn't. Oh, I'm not staff, am I? Oh, could have done that. Anyway, all you had to do yesterday was buy something. Up until 7:59 this morning, you had to buy something. At 11 o'clock today, I'll be announcing the winner. And I don't suppose we've got a picture of the prize, have we? It was that lovely sewing box with fabric, the stitch fabric and the check fabric and some patterns at the front. I was watching. So that's at 11 o'clock. Also, we have a new present for new buyers, right? You know, sometimes we give a rotary cutter, sometimes we give a pair of scissors, sometimes we go, well, look at this. If you're a new buyer and you spend £10 or over, not including your post and packaging, you get 2 M's of randomly selected fabric with your first order over £10. That means 2 meters You'll get 4.5 meters. Now, I can't show you any pictures because I can't show you what fabric it is. It's all a big surprise to you and to me. But anyway, so you don't have to do anything about it. If you're a new buyer and you spend £10 or over, you'll automatically get 2 meters of fabric for free. Randomly selected. I don't think you get 2 meters of the same fabric. I think you get 4.5 meters. I think that's what you get. Fantastic. Just for shopping with us for the first time. It's brilliant. Right. We love this. We love this little... It's a very reminiscent of the first aid kit that Joe made, wasn't it? Which was tiny, but this is brilliant. It's like you could use it as a sewing box. You could use it as a vanity case. You could use it as... little Paul would use it to put all his miniature gin bottles in there when he goes away for the weekend. Oh, and Hannah says she'd keep medicine in hers. Well, she has so many pills and inhalers and everything these days. Loads to her age, you see. Isn't it gorgeous? And piping. For the very first time on Sewing Quarter, we are doing piping. And I've gone on and on and on about piping, haven't I? I was going to do it. I was going to do the first demonstration, but they've given it to the Merry Widow over there. So what's that? Where's that something come? You'll see in a minute. Jo's wearing a lovely top, and then she's got this black lace thing on over the top. They were tuned in the 80s, weren't they, black lace? What did they sing? Agadoo. No, not Agadoo. Let's get on. Oh, sorry, I haven't got a graphic in yet. Sorry, it's my fault. Which one should we do? This one. Right, what you get in the bundle is you get the pattern. Now, you get an awful lot of fabric in this bundle, right? So, you get this, you get this, you get a metre, you get a metre, and you get a metre. In that fabric, you can make the medium and the small, did you say? Or you could just, so you could make the medium and the small, or you could just make the big and have some fabric left over. £34.99. Christmas red and dark blue you get in there. All McCall fabrics, including the scatter of the Union Jack. Rebecca Reed would like this one, wouldn't she? Our crazy Rebecca Reed. And also, Rebecca Reed, is she having a baby? I didn't know Rebecca Reed was having a baby. Hannah has just said that Rebecca Reed's having a baby. Oh, she meant the royal baby. It's due any day. It's due any day. But I think they're waiting for the bed, because what's the Queen's husband called? He's in the bed, isn't he, at the moment, having a new hip. So he'll have to go out, and then she'll go in and have a baby, I suppose. Right. The one that Joe is going to... Maybe it'll happen during the show. Maybe we'll have an announcement during the show. Is it due today? No, like I said, she's almost ready. Here we go. Now, this one is the pink bike one. Now, this is nice because you get the pink bike fabric, 1 metre. You get the lovely chocolate, the front there, and mocha there. Ooh, I could really go with Costa at the moment. And the pattern, £30.99. That's the one that Joe's going to be demonstrating with now. And then last but not least, we've got this one. Oh, sorry, was I supposed to wait? Okay. This one's red apples with little faces. Hannah loves this fabric. Oh, I've got some new... In the last, I've got some new fabric. It's Hannah's new favourite. Hannah's new favourite. Anyway, apples. Then you've got bright red. And you've got the bright red spot on. And you've got the pattern and the thread. £38.49. OK, should we go then? So I'll take this. We'll take this one with us. Have a look at the picture of the one we're making while I'm going. There you go. Have you burnt something already?
No. No. Morning.
This is the outfit I was talking about. I quite like it, actually. Did you make it yourself?
No.
Oh, don't look that way. I won't look that. No, it looks very nice. It looks very evening-y, like you're going on somewhere.
Well, I might be. Oh, no.
Oh, fine. But Hannah and I might be going on somewhere. We can't decide whether we're going to go to Utoxeter this afternoon. If you're going to the Utoxeter Quilt Fair this afternoon, let us know. Yeah, can you tell us how much the tickets are? We can't quite figure it out. It's, you see, it's only an hour away from here, so we could go. Morning, John. Lovely to have you back. Love, Leslie from Kent. Thank you, Leslie from Kent. I've got all sorts of issues this morning, Leslie and Kent, but we'll be fine. Right. You're not going to make the whole caboodle, are you, this morning?
No, there's not enough time, but I'll try and focus on the trickier aspects.
OK. Which are?
Piping and zips.
OK, perfect. First of all, before we do that, though, the rest of the pattern, is it quite straightforward?
It is, and there's lots of illustrations And I'll mention the bits that I got a little bit confused.
You've done what?
I didn't get confused. Well, maybe I did get confused. But,
You're not going to get confused today, though, are you?
I'll try.
Good. Okay. Right. So where are we starting?
Okay, start with, before any sewing, you need to apply interfacing to the lining pieces.
You need to which? To all the lining
pieces.
You say?
So here's some pockets.
Was it this
Pieces.
interfacing you used?
This is the wadding I used
No,
for
that's
the
not the same as
exterior,
this.
and this is for the lining
Oh, okay,
pieces.
okay. So that's on the lining. So we've got that interfacing on the lining. I haven't got that waddingy one. We'll get it for you. Is that H640?
No.
No.
Is that the press-on one?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's the fleecy one, Hannah. It's the fleecy one. Right, okay, let's move on. Who gave you that?
It arrived with my...
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
So we can find out from scheduling which one it is they scheduled.
I didn't go,
Oh, hang on. Which one? Which size is Joe making? Large, medium, or small?
medium.
Okay. Which is this one?
Yes.
Right, okay.
And it has the wadding on the exterior pieces for softness, but also the interfacing, because it's square. It's a box, just to hold its shape.
Right. We'll find out what that is for you from scheduling in a minute. It's not going very well, is it, so far this morning? Where's the sizes? There, no. Normally has the finished... Oh, there they are. So the small one is 4 inches by 5 inches by 6 inches. This one is 5 inches by 6 inches by 8 inches. And the big one is 6 inches by 8 inches by 10 inches. But then if you make the bigger one or the small one, you'll need a different zip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although the zip's cut down, so actually it might work for the larger one.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that.
Sure.
We'll get to that in a minute when we get to it. So you've interfaced all the linings and you've put the fleecy one on all the outside pieces.
All the outside pieces apart from the handle.
Apart from the handle.
The handle has the interfacing on.
Okay.
And I've done a handle already, but just to go over this, the first step, press over, and it shows you the seam allowance on the pattern template, actually. So press over the sides to get rid of the raw edges, and then press it in half, and then press them into the central crease, like binding, really.
Yes, yeah.
And then fold it over to make the handle.
Okay.
And then stitch around the edge to seal it, to hold it in position.
Perfect.
And then put that in place on the top piece. I did fussy cut by, as I would have bicycles down the handle.
Oh, good.
And then you have placement on the template, you have placement lines to show where the edges of these handles will sit. Pin it in place, and then I've just stitched a rectangle on either side, just to hold the handle in place. And then it's piping next.
Right, message from Helen. Please come to Utoxeter. Lots of Stone Quarter fans will be there, including me, from Helen in Derbyshire. Oh, that's it now. I've got to come, haven't I? Jackie says... It's so funny, I'm going to make Hannah read them all out because she cannot say Utoxeter. Like, she can't... You know when we have vanilla fabric, right? She goes, John, they've got red in there, yellow in there, and vanilla in there. And if you don't know, you don't... Oh, hi, John, I'm on the way to Utoxeter. I hope you see there, £8 on the door. Oh, that's Jackie from near where my mum and dad used to live. Oh, but she doesn't live there anymore. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's 2 people I've got to say hello to. Oh, all right, then. Well, we'll see you there. Right, OK, piping.
Piping. We've got... piping cord, actually.
Piping cord. We've got piping cord for sale for the very, very first time. Did you take this out of its bag?
No.
Somebody's taking this out. This is how you get it. It's 3 metres, I think, isn't it? 3 metres. You can buy it by the 3 metres rather than by the whole roll. And now, what size is it? Let's see if it tells us what size it is. Size 5. There you go, size 5. 3 metres, it's 5 millimetres, size 5, £1.99. £1.99. But you need this to work with now, don't you?
Just to show. Yeah. I've pre-made some here, but just to show how I made it. This binding piece is cut on the bias, so you've got a bit of stretch because it has to go around corners.
Right. How wide is that then?
It is 1.5 inches, I think. I have the...
Do you want to borrow my tape measure?
There's the template.
No, there's the pattern. Oh, there's a whole pattern and everything for it.
There is. So I actually used my large ruler to cut that.
Yeah.
But there we go. So, and then we want to fold it in half along the length, but I don't press it in half because I don't want to crease around the piping. So then, I'll start with this end. I fold it over and we'll just pin.
I knew it's the first time we've had piping cord on the show and it's flying out, people multi-buying it. Which, how much is it? $1.99 for 3 metres. That's a good price, that. Okay, so you've just pinned it. And
I only pin the start. I mean, you can pin it all the way along if you want. No.
Even I don't pin that all the way. I was known, at college, it was the one thing I could do really, really well when I first started for some reason. It was that and wig making were my fortes. And I just, every time I designed a costume, I put piping on it because I knew I could do it really easily.
I love piping though, and on cushions as well, and it really it finishes it really nicely.
Yeah, totally.
So I've switched to the zipper foot.
Yep.
I'm just going to move the needle over.
Which side do you move the needle to?
I move it over to my left as I look at it. And then I won't trim this cord because I'm not going to use it. And then I've just pinned it to hold the edges level at the start.
Okay, let's just get in there before we start.
My hand's in the way.
Okay.
And then this zip foot is great, actually, because it's just the width.
Yes.
That I need. And then just sew down there, nice and close.
Yeah, there you go, brilliant.
Is that okay? Is this how you do it?
You keep sewing, because I used to pull mine round like that, so you get your stitches
really tight to
the piping cord. Not I'm trying to tell you what to do. Good morning, John and Joe. Just like to say thank you. John, you know why. Lots of love, Shelley. What have I done?
Is that... Oh, about the... Is that, Shelley, about the pig pattern that we kept?
Oh, yes!
We kept under our hat.
Well remembered, well remembered. I don't know if we're allowed to say anything.
We must be now, because they're out,
It's in the
aren't they?
right now. It's Simply Sewing magazine. It's in Simply Sewing, isn't it?
It is.
It's not out on sale yet, right? But the people who have on subscription, they've started arriving at people's houses. And the other day, Michelle messaged in going, oh, could you get Joe to do a pig? And she kind of went, like this, pulled a funny face. So I was like, why is it? What is it? She wasn't allowed to say, because obviously the magazines, they sign a secrecy clause, don't they? And I thought, well, I can say it. So I told everyone it was going to be a pig and didn't realise it was going to be out quite so quickly. I thought you were just working on it at home.
No, I'd just finished it, so I had done recently. Yes. So that's the piping. Carry on like that. Should I do a bit more?
Yes, do it like that. You can cut it off, actually. Oh, no, because we've got the finished off piece here.
I've got the finished length that I want. It does get the stitches nice and tight to it. Right, I'll stop there, though.
All right. It can get a bit addictive making piping cord. I find, because it's a really nice thing to do. And if you get it really, really neat and tight there, then when you put it into a seam, and I started doing it to the small, you can get size 0, and it's the tiniest piping cord. And if you do ballet bodices and just put a little bit of and I used to do it a lot on my wedding dresses, put a decorative piping cord in each seam and everything. But anyway, I'll shut up. So this is what it looks like when you've done it.
Yes. But maybe, see, now I'm going to try and get really tight in. So I thought not having it quite so tight made it easier to sew in, but maybe it doesn't.
No.
Anyway, there's my...
There it is. This is piping cord. So this is a bias strip. Your piping cord's in there, and there are your stitches. You see, a third of the stitch of the piping cord's gone already. I've told them. I've said from day one. Day one we need piping cord. Anyway, it's here now, so I'll stop whinging. But how do you put it on?
I'll do that now. I was going to say something. I forgot.
Go on, what were you going to say?
I can't remember. It's gone.
It was obviously very important then.
Yes. Right. This is the back of the top of the case, and there's a marker on the pattern. There's a square.
Here, so like the centre back here. Not you're going to be able to see that, but that's where it is there. Okay.
Oh, coordinating thread's good for piping, just so the stitches don't. If you're not really tight to it, sometimes you can see the stitches. Yeah.
You get a coordinating thread in your bundle anyway. Emma has emailed in. Oh, she's looking forward to seeing piping. It's the bane of her life. Isn't that funny how some people find it easy and some people... Well, no, it's like me and sleeves and me and zips. I hate both of those. Go.
Piping. Right, OK. So here's the centre, and we want to overlap by 1/2 inch.
OK.
So I'll pin use these pins.
Oh, what's wrong with the pins in the pin cushion?
There might not be enough of them.
Okay. Oh, do you know what? I should have carried on wearing the thing for you, shouldn't I? Irene's 11 o'clock wrist pin.
And then when I get to the corner, I'm just going to clip the piping so it bends around the corner. I've done this one already.
Oh, okay.
That's the bottom
Blimey,
piece.
you're very prepped today. Oh no, there's no handle. This is the bottom. There's no handle on this one. So when you get to the corners here, like this one. So it's brilliant for when you do cushions. This is brilliant like that. And also, do you know if you snip fabric that's cut on the bias, it's less likely to fray?
Is it?
Yeah. Don't know why. Don't ask me why, but it's less likely to fray. Hannah's making up all sorts of reasons upstairs now.
Right, I'm going to do this quickly, if I can.
Half the stock of the piping cord has now gone. Most people are multi-bought. Not surprised. Well, if you think, the other thing that's a bit deceptive is, 3 metres, that's load. But if you think of say an 18-inch cushion, it's 18 by 18 by 18 by 18. So that's 2 metres, isn't it? That's 2 yards straight away, isn't it? Used up on a cushion, so.
I never buy enough piping cord, it's the one thing.
Well, I'm a bit like, remember we had Jenny Smith in doing the Liberty fabric. She went, I bought a 100-metre bolt of this and I bought a 100-metre bolt of that. I used to be like that with piping cord because you can buy it on the roll by 100, well, not 100 metres, but like 50 metres and things. I love it. Lorraine, morning, wonderful to see you back. Best start to my day, lots of love, Lorraine. Lorraine, how's Steve? Steve, her husband's not been well.
He's not
He's
good?
got gall
thingies.
The same as JJ's mum had. And then Lorraine had a bit of a funny day as well, but you're all right now, aren't you, my love?
Oh, I've realised what I've not brought with me.
What have you not brought?
I've not got a seam ripper.
Have you done a mistake already?
No, but I need to open some of the stitches on the pipe.
You done what?
I need to open some of the stitches in a minute on the piping cord.
Would you like this one here?
That's handy.
You've got one of these machines. You should know they come with them.
I really should know that.
Too late. Oh, don't shrug your shoulders like that. Oh, everyone's in a bit of a funny mood today, aren't they? Me? No, it was because I came in and we thought they'd been burgled. When we came in, all the lights were on. And Hannah and I are normally the first people in. And then, I can't tell you what he was doing, but Neil was here having a right old 2 and 8, wasn't he? Well, the switch is off now. They're obviously talking about us. Oh, they're back. We know when they're talking about us because they turn us off. When I work, I've just been at Pavers for 2 days, and the director there turns us off all the time.
There we go. So I've got quite an overlap here. I think I did cut it a little bit longer than I needed. Right, now I'm going to open up. I want it to join in the centre, but I'm just going to, that's the centre bit, I'll snip a bit of excess off there. I'm just going to open these stitches up because I want to arrange them so it's nice and neat at the end. So that they overlap like that.
Yeah. Sue, my love, you need to put your zipper foot on. Can we just show that quickly, Timothy? You need to put your zipper foot on, then you move your needle over to this side here, and then have you still got has the piece gone? Oh no.
Popped it on there.
And then literally you stitch round, because Sue just missed it like that. I'm not going to stitch. You stitch round like that there, and then there's your line of stitching. And if you turn it this way, can you just pull out a little bit? There you go, brilliant. If you just turn it that way slightly, it gets really, really, really close. What you don't want to do is you don't want that needle to go through the piping cord, though. It just takes a bit of practice, that's all. Michelle, morning. Ordered the piping cord. Never used it before. Looking forward to trying it. That's Michelle in Kent, that one. Oh, got a photograph already. Her first attempt at piping. A cover for your toaster? Are they the things that you push down to make the toast? You see, I'd be rubbish that. If I'm in my sleepy in the morning, I'd go and put some toast. I'd just push the thingies down and cook the cover.
That looks fab.
I think the whole of her house must be white and silver, you know. Apart from in the bedroom, where I've seen a purple quilt and I've seen a brown quilt.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to follow. This point I normally have, and I did bring it with me. I brought some tape with me to do this bit, but I'll use this instead.
Forgotten that as well.
Yeah. I've not forgotten. Well, no, I have forgotten it.
Just sellotape, you mean?
I've left it outside. Masking tape I would normally use.
Okay, masking tape. So and you're putting it on or taking it off?
Well, where these join...
Oh, I see what you mean.
I wrap it round.
Again, right, okay.
Again.
Yeah.
So I can snip through them and it'll hold the edges together.
So you stick it before you cut it?
I do. Just to make it a bit easier. Imagine the other one is... So I'd snip through those so they meet.
Yeah.
And then because that's taped, and imagine that side is as well.
Oh, so you butt them up,
neat.
you don't use it to... I thought you cut them off and then put the tape round to hold them together, but you've just basically finished off each end to stop it fraying.
Yes, because and then in the pattern it says to whip stitch these ends together just to hold them together,
yes,
which is... But then, to get a neat finish, I find this easiest to do with a glue pen.
Yeah, available on the website.
So I'll neaten this edge up. So just run some glue along there. This is going to be the edge I fold over, so it's a folded edge, not a raw edge.
Oh, I see.
And it just holds it in place.
So that's like when you turn it, when you're making a bias binding, you turn the end over before you stitch it. It's giving you the finished edge, isn't it?
And then you add a dab of glue there as well. And then fold those back over, and you should have a nice, neat join there.
Yep, perfect.
And I'll pop a pin in. But I find glue sticks really handy for just holding these edges level and even. There we go.
Yeah, you and Lucy seem to use the Solan glue pen all the time.
I do. It's just really handy.
Did you overlap with Lucy this time? You didn't, did you?
I've not seen Lucy in a while.
Well, no, I was watching and she wasn't very well.
Was she not?
Yeah, she wanted to know why she and I haven't worked together. Well, it's just because they can't put us together anymore. Oh, she thinks I've asked not to be with her. I'll message her later. Tell her I did.
There we go. So I've pinned that. It's nice and neat.
Yep.
And now, again, I'm just going to go around and baste this all into position.
With
like
your
with the zipper foot on.
again, yeah. This one doesn't have to be as close. I mean, it's good to stitch on the line that you did before, but it doesn't have to be as close.
No, it's just to seal it in position for when we join the other bits later on.
Yeah. Yeah, Hannah's answering all your questions before you are upstairs.
Who Hannah is?
Yes, because she's an expert on piping colours.
Is she?
No.
No.
She didn't even know what it was when we came in this morning.
So I'll do this as quickly as I can.
Piping is great for bowls, like the one I made for you, John. Oh, and Steve's feeling much more comfortable at the moment. Oh, that's good. There's no secrets here. How what? Oh, do we know how Jay got on with his operation, John? Right, Anne. He had his operation. He was in they sent him home almost straight away. He was home the next day. And anyway, Danny, who's his fiancée, had to take him back to hospital the next day because the pain was so bad. Now, is it that the pain was so bad, or is it that it was a bit niggly and it was Jay? Because the next night, he's on Facebook booking tickets to go to Anfield, or wherever the football's held. So I'm presuming he's all right. We've only just got round to do him a card this morning. Now, on the other day, it was Becky who makes the videos. It was her birthday. And Hannah, we had a card, a little card like this. And Hannah just wrote great big letters, happy birthday, lots of love, Hannah, as though it was from her, right? And we all had to put our names round the edge like that. So today, Hannah's gone just down in the corner, put her name in the corner like that. And I've put, who's this for? Don't know who this is for. That'll make him laugh. She's not very good at sharing. Only child, you see, weren't you? Hannah. Oh, you haven't missed out, Tim. There's only mine and Hannah's signature on it at the moment. Oh, no, if he's watching. Spoiled the surprise. I don't think it's a present.
There we go. So that's the piping on the top piece.
Okay.
So those, I'll just check the instructions, can go to one side now.
Okay.
And then inside, in the top, there's an internal pocket in the lid.
Oh, wow, yes, here. Be brilliant, a little sewing carry case, wouldn't it, this? No, I didn't realise there was a pocket there. She kept saying in prep, oh, there's a pocket on the... There's a pocket on the inside, and I kept looking, thinking, I can't see a zip pocket in there. Right, okay.
And if you wanted to make it easy for yourself, you could leave this pocket out.
If it's in the pattern, we're doing it, my girl.
No, I'm doing it. I'm all right. Yes, the zip needs to be cut down. Actually, I think the pattern specifies a 9-inch zip, and this is a 10-inch zip, so don't go off the instructions.
Oh, okay.
Measurements in the pattern.
Hang on. What's it meant to be? A 9-inch?
I think it says 9-inch for the medium.
Yeah, that's a 10-inch. 25 centimetres a 10-inch here, this one. So you got to cut it off a bit at the end, have you?
Yes.
Okay.
But you do anyway, even for the zip they specify.
Okay. So that's a 10-inch in blue, navy. And then I've got a 10-inch in invisible. Is that right? Yeah, 10-inch invisible. I suppose if you're using the... Oh, I don't know which one you'd use that one on. Anyway, it's there, 149 if you want it. Good if you're a dressmaker as well, 10-inch zip. Right, okay, so moving on.
So use the templates to cut the zip down is the easiest way.
Right.
And I won't do it for the sake of time, but whip stitch a few stitches on either end of the zip just to stop the tab coming out, hold it together. But I'll just, for the sake of time, is that... Do you think I should have that bit in? Is that why you were...
No, I hate zips, I'm just frightened of zips. Okay.
I take this bit off at the bottom only because, in case the needle catches on it.
Yeah.
I'm a bit nervous now.
Why?
I don't know, maybe. It's just zips.
Am I making you nervous?
You always make me nervous.
Don't say that, because then look, we have letters galore. Oh, poor Joe, I'm making her nervous.
I'll pop a pin through.
Oh, yeah, someone else mentioned about the big zip. I'll bring you the big zip in a minute. Thank you, Paul.
I'll get rid of those. I'm just doing this for speed. In the pattern, whip stitch to keep it all together and nice and neat. And then these are the zipper ends. And actually, this is the bit, when I looked at the pattern and I cut out those squares.
Yeah, thinking, what is it? What's it for?
How do I use that on the ends? But then it's on a larger square because this piece is really small. So you then cut out this piece.
Oh, that's the pattern piece there.
This is the large one because I've used the
yes.
medium. But this is the size piece that you want.
Okay.
So cut these out and then press, I'll just finger press for speed, 1/4 inch over. And these go on either end. And it says to base them in position first. And they're slightly rounded to follow the curve.
Right.
So I'll fold this one this way. And these go on either end of the zip just to finish off and neaten off the end of the zip.
Do we not see any of the zip? Jane, morning, Joe and John and all the background crew. Just received my last order of Roald Dahl Melody of fabric. Congratulations on a wonderful service from Jane. Oh, Jane, my love, it's our pleasure. Susan, did you say? Like, I've never heard of that, Susan. Yes, I know, but did they come with lots of these then? Have you seen zips on a roll?
I heard somebody talk about them the
Did you say Susan? Susan says she always buys her zips on a roll, so you get a load of the zipper heads, and then you cut it off. That's a brilliant
idea. Cut it to
size. I've never seen that. I've never seen it in... But then their haberdashery, so when I first moved to London, I won't say John Lewis. Oh. I won't say a famous high street, but their haberdashery department was brilliant, and then it got made smaller, and it's now just a bit under the escalator now, isn't it? The one in Oxford Street. Anyway.
So you can base these into position so they line up, but I'll just stitch across here now just to seal the ends of the zip.
Oh, do you need that bit?
I'll do that one in a minute.
Oh. So you go back to your normal.
I'm just going to use a normal foot for this, and I'll take it easy over the actual teeth of the zip.
I need to warn you that the piping cord's nearly sold out, and I haven't gone back to do bundles, which I'll do in a second. Someone's asked if we can do the pattern on its own. Hannah's just finding out now for you.
There we go. So that's one end covered.
Yeah.
And I'll just do the other one. And the zips, although it bends around a corner, they go in straight, so that does make life. Although this zip bends around here,
yeah, right.
Well, it is stitched as a loop, but it's
yes.
not.
But we're still on this one at the moment, aren't we?
The zips go in. They're not as difficult as they look, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I think even I could do this one here. Because putting the bit on the end, can you see there? It means the end is encased in the fabric that the lining is made out of, so it looks lovely and neat and professional in there. I didn't hear the phone go.
And base these into position first. You just tack them by hand.
Yeah.
I'm just going for it for speed.
Oh. It's amazing, isn't it? The zip, the actual teeth are just a polyester coil now, aren't they? So you can sew over them, you can cut through them. Just don't do that on a metal zip, that's all.
Yes, the other zip is a different story because it's a little... And then you can base these edges just so it's to the end of the zip.
Okay.
And then we're going to join the top bit
to the zip.
And the back on either side.
But do you go back to the zipper foot now then?
Yes, I'll switch the feet around. I love the zipper foot because you can use it either needle in the centre because there's a hole in the foot, or move it either side. And
why would you want one in the centre? What time would you use that? Oh, sorry.
I used it yesterday, and I can't think why. I had it in the centre. I think. Oh, actually, when I was joining these bits on, you needed a 6 millimetre quarter-inch seam, so it gave me to the edge of the foot.
Okay. All right.
Right, and then I want to.
I always know when I've asked Jo a question that she doesn't want to answer because she's just this little wry smile to say, oh, John, no, don't ask me that one. Right, come on, quickly.
It's just to prepare you for the answer, sorry. Right, so I think it's zipper teeth. Oh, have a think about how actually you want the zip to open. So from left to right, sewing the...
Is each end different then?
No, it's just once the zip's in position. If you're right-handed, you'd want it to open from left to right, wouldn't you? Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll just sew this on.
But I meant if it's symmetrical, you could just turn it over that way, couldn't you? Just do it and we'll test it.
Okay. I thought I'd say these rounded edges. These rounded edges, think about the way that they go on. You want the shorter side at the top, so if the zip's going to open
that's it. So you
way.
Couldn't just twist it round. That's good. We're getting there. We're getting there. There's a reason. There's a method in the madness. Is that right?
Yeah, zips are scary, and then doing them on live TV as well is just another dimension of terror. Right, not 4. I'm going to move the foot over. And because often I find zips can, the lining can move a little bit when you're sewing the other part of it on. So when they do the second bit of lining, this doesn't line up at all. I'm going to stop doing that. These can shift about, but because they're interfaced, they don't stretch, so they will. I've not cut the zip to quite the right length, but I'll carry on with that. There's not.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want me to go and do fabric while you switch it out?
No, it's fine. It's not a problem, but let's open the zip and move it out of the way. It's not a problem because the bit that has to be the right size is this bit, because this is the bit that fits.
Oh, okay.
But I'll have to trim down the zip a little bit.
You just trim the zip.
I didn't use the template. I just sort of...
Yeah, just cut it.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to rush and do it.
Rush. But you've only got like 15 minutes left.
There we go. So It's too long on that end, but it won't really make a difference. And then I'm going to sew the other side on.
So in real life, when you sew these two together, the end of the zip tab should meet the end of the curve on the lining piece.
It should. Oh, and also what might have done it is I've used the large zip tab piece because I couldn't find the medium one that fits this.
Oh, that could be it.
So that might have been the problem as well.
Hello, John and Joe. Nurse Julie here, watching with my grandson Mason. Make sure I watch you all morning, waiting for the butterflies. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they, Julie? Yes. You have to make some for Mason. Okay, I'm going to go and do fabric bundles.
I'm going to do the same for the bottom pieces of the pocket as I've done for this top section.
What do you mean?
So this is the top bit of the zip, the pocket bit now.
Yeah.
So I'd give that a press and a top stitch. There's probably not time. So,
yeah.
But then I'll join these pieces on in the same way.
Yes, yes. So this is the bit you've just done here, putting the zip onto... Hang on. That bit there you've just stitched on. Oh, yes, and that's those two there make this side here. And then you're just going to stitch those two on to make the actual pocket
front. Yes, and
there.
it's a panel that fits over another piece.
Go on.
I feel I've not described this particularly well, and I've just had zip fear on TV. But it's not difficult.
Now you've done that very, very well. Now prep the big one.
Okay.
And I'll go and do fabrics and come back.
Right.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's
sure? Oh. Oh, John and Joe, you do cheer me up. Love you both. That's from Mary in Ayrshire. Mary, she says, I love it when Joe makes so many mistakes. She didn't. Oh, we're starting with the bikes. Okay, so here we go. Now you get enough fabric in here. You get 3 meters of fabric in here. You get a meter of each, the bikes, the mocha and the chocolate. You get the thread and you get the pattern. And there's enough fabric there to make either the small and the medium or the large. And then you'll have some fabric left over. That's right, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, I said small and medium or large. Yeah, okay. £30.99. I'm ever so sorry. I'm only in today. I've got the weekend off. Yay! Right, so this one, you get 3 meters of fabric, which is the one that Joe's already made here. You get the pattern, you get the thread, you get a meter of the buses, a meter of the blue, and a meter of the Christmas red. Christmas red isn't just for Christmas. Most popular bundle, that one. Most popular bundle. And then the one that I always feel sorry for the one that we don't, because that's the one we're doing, that's the one we've done, and this is the one that's just perched on the end of the table, isn't it? You get a pattern, the thread, a meter of the apples with faces, a meter of the bright red, and a meter of the red spot on. £38.49. This is what we're making. Oh! Guess what? You can buy the pattern on its own. Now, there's not many of them. Okay, there's not, if you want the pattern on its own, but I need to warn you, there are not very many. And also, Hannah's done this without permission from the management. So she just happened to find some in the, well, not in the warehouse, she didn't go to the warehouse, on the computer in the warehouse, right? There are 20. That's it. There are 20 patterns on their own. $7.99. So if you want that, 3 sizes, and McCall's travel cases, the pattern, that's lovely. See, if you've got a bit of Tula, oh no, but do you know what? Just quick word, buy it quickly, because the management's on the phone to Hannah, shouting at her. We don't need that. Right, big zip.
Big zip. Now for the, shall I find out how big this zip is?
Hannah says it's been lovely knowing you all. I'm joking, by the way. What's the matter?
I was just checking the size of this zip. For the large, you need a 31.5-inch zip. For the medium, it needs to be 24.5. So I'm going to trim this zip down.
Okay, so this is long enough if you're doing the large or the medium, this zip. Got them for sale here in the blue and the black. Chunky zip, and it's got two heads on it, look. Oh, navy first. You would do that, wouldn't you? Navy first. £9.49 now. They are 76 centimetres in length. They're £9.49 and they've got 2 zipper heads on them like that. Okay, that's the blue one and the black one. And then I'll let Jo get on because she's only got 10 minutes. There's the black one. Okay, right. Go.
Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to 24 and a half.
You sure now? Do you want me to double check? Oh.
And whip stitch the ends again to hold them together. I'm just trim this a little bit of this end off and then I'll trim at the other end. Just because I don't want any of this plastic bit showing.
And your scissors are going to go through the teeth of this?
They do. I have some. Am I okay to use these scissors?
Yeah, do it.
Because I have some hardware scissors that I use.
Okay, these are now our hardware scissors.
Well, yeah, they are now.
Okay.
So I want 24 and a half inches.
I'll hold it there then.
And it's good to get this bit
exactly right.
Exactly right, because it fits in the round.
These are definitely our hardware scissors now.
Yeah. They're fine.
Oh, no, they're right. We haven't got, oh, they're on Sunday. The sharpeners, you could use your sharpeners on those. Right.
So I'm going to pop a pin through here just to hold the teeth in line and even.
Yeah.
But it'd be a good idea to stitch. And I did when I made the sample. I stitched them together just a few times to hold them. And then
by hand, yeah?
Yes. And then remove them later on because they were visible in a couple of places. And then we're going to join this in a loop.
Oh.
Which I thought, will that make it difficult? And it didn't. It was okay. Can't get the pin through.
What do you mean? You're going to add some fabric?
We're going to add this bit.
To the back there? Oh,
no.
I thought you were going to sew the zip together.
It's all... No.
No, I was thinking, how's she going to get that? No. So that bit there... So that's the end of the zip. We've just cut the ends there where Jo's just pinned. We're now going to add that bit of fabric there to make it into a whole loop to fit into the bag. Now this is the bit that fits at the back. It's the join for the zips. And actually with this fabric, my bags should be upside down, shouldn't they? Because the white one should be. The white one should be upside down. The white one's upside down. Well, it depends which way you look at it, but you've done, if that's going to be the right way up there, that's the back. Your black bikes are up the right way and your white ones are the wrong way. So I'm going to, on one end, I'm going to sew across there, but because of the teeth, because my needle won't get through the teeth, I'm actually just going to sew as far as the teeth and then do the other side as far as the teeth. Oh, okay. And not actually sew through the zip because that's just the fastest way to break a needle. Could you not hand crank through it? I tried that, but actually... That's no good either. No, it was okay, but I found myself trying to position the needle so much around the teeth. Oh, well, switch. You need to change your normal foot, you can do it. I'll change to a normal foot just to do this bit. Uh-oh. Which I've put here. Where I meant it to be. There's so much to remember on this pattern, which is why, sorry, I've been a bit of a shambles. You're not a shambles at all, shut up. In tomorrow? Yeah. Oh, not anymore. There we go. I'm going to go as far as there. Is it, what day is it tomorrow? Saturday. So Saturday. Natasha's in Saturday and Sunday, isn't she? I'm very confused by my days this week. And I'll sew this side from this angle. To move that pin back. I made a vow to myself today that I wouldn't witter as much as I normally do, because you know, lovely Jules that we had on last week. Some of our followers didn't like me at all. Oh, no. They said it would be much better with you on your own instead of having that bloke wittering at you all the time. Who is that bloke, they said. Right. So this will be the exterior view of the zip. Yeah. And then for the interior... Oh, you sandwich it. Oh, it's all very neatly, everything's finished off Because sometimes these bags, you get them, don't you? And all the inside seams are all raw edges and everything like that. But this is totally and utterly encased, and there's not a look. See here, there's not a raw edge to be seen. Everything's sandwiched in. Everything's sandwiched in, so it's very, very neat and tidy, isn't it?
That's what I like. I mean, I'm not a fan of a raw edge.
No.
And it is a really beautifully designed project.
This is a new film, When Teresa Met Joe. Look, there's Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Yeah, we...
Met her at Olympia earlier this year. Oh, look at Toby in the background, hovering in the background there. Oh, I know.
We did.
Have you given me a hug from Teresa yet? I don't. Oh, she's cold, Teresa. She doesn't do hugs.
I don't like physical contact.
Not with me, anyway. We are joking, by the way. Yes, Teresa, she did. I got a lovely big hug from her. Oh, Debbie wants to know how to email the studio. Look, they made you wear an apron. Here's the email
I love that
address.
apron. I love that apron.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I refuse to wear one at Saying for Pleasure. Here we go. Here's the email address for... Who's this for? Debbie, did you say? Debbie, studio@soundcordial.com. Studio@soundcordial.com. Send in your pictures or your longer emails there. Right, now we've literally got a couple of minutes.
Right, so they fold back that way.
Yeah.
Edge stitch, sort of top stitch across there. Would need to hand crank over there just to make sure the needle didn't go through.
Yeah.
Do the same on the other side. And it says, do the same on the other side. And I thought, well, how can you? Because it's in a loop, but actually you can.
Yeah.
Just twist it round, it's fine.
Yes.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
And then turn it back.
So you actually make it into a complete loop?
Yes, a complete loop. And then add a little bit of the wadding inside there.
Which we're going to show in Joe's next ad, because nobody's got any idea what they sent you. So
I've got some outside.
That's why we'll do it. Bring it back with you when you do the butterfly later.
It's great. It doesn't press on, but it's like fuzzy felt. It just sticks into position.
Oh, perfect. Are you sure we sent it to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and then what, because we've literally only got a minute and a half, how would you then attach that to this? Oh.
And then we have this bit joins on the bottom end of the zip.
This is your main part of your bag, isn't it? Morning, Joe and John. You are not a shambles, Joe. We all make mistakes.
Thank you.
We love watching you. Lots of love from Nora. Or she could be laughing out loud. I'm not quite sure. Right, OK, so that's that bit of the bag there.
And this bit is this strip that fits around here.
Oh, so you don't actually sew it to this at all?
You join that on either end of the zip.
Yeah.
And then when we come to add these, I have the lining pieces.
Which bit do you want first?
With the top bit, base that into position and sew it to the top, but we still have the pocket to add on here.
Right.
And when we've added the bottom, you can still see, through the bottom, you'll still see the wadding. And we have the lining pieces, and you turn it. You can sort of turn it inside out and stitch it, but leave an opening. And actually, it said leave an opening. It specified the opening to leave on the pattern piece, but I left a bigger one because I found it too difficult.
Yeah.
Also, I've not mentioned, the lining has pockets.
Yes, where little Paul's gin bottles go.
Divide. It shows on the template where to divide those.
Oh, but they're not open at the bottom. They're
not. They're
complete. They are pockets. They're not just gaps where you put things in. That is a complete finished pocket there. There you go. Right, I've got to leave you.
Okay.
You're back in an hour, aren't you?
I am.
With Joe's butterfly and Joe's turtle.
Yes.
And you're going to tell us what that fleecy is when you come back in that hour.
I will do.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Oh, Mandy, the pattern on its own sold out, I'm afraid, my love. Oh, no, there are only 20, sorry. That's what happened. So it minimises it to start with, doesn't it? But I'm ever so sorry. Right. Bikes first. So here you get the pattern, the thread, the bike fabric, the mocha and the chocolata. £30.99. Okay. Then the one that Joe just made, the London buses. So you get a metre of the London buses, metre of the blue, metre of the Christmas red, pattern and thread. So sadly, the only way you can get the pattern now is in a bundle. Sorry, I would normally remind you, but there just wasn't enough time. Sorry about that. And then last but not least, I've got the apples. No, not smiling apples. They're looky apples. Curious, they're called. Get each of those. You get to each of the bright red, each of the spot on, the thread and the pattern, £38.49. Lots of people got the apple one in their basket. Make sure you check out, because it's not yours until you do. Now, don't go anywhere, because I've got a Mandy Shaw show next without Mandy. I know. She sent her apologies. She couldn't make it, so I'm going to do it on my own. I've got loads of stuff of hers to sell. I've got hanging hearts. I've got premieres. I'm not going to be making anything, but I will be showing you lots of goodies straight after the break.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love. Sewing Quarter are excited to announce that we are supporting World Craft Week. Starting on the 16th of April, World Craft Week is all about celebrating our love of crafting. This year, sew along during the week-long campaign and show your support for a great cause, Bliss, a charity that supports premature and sick babies. If you visit www.worldcraftweek.com, you will be able to get your hands on a free copy of the World Craft Week Digimag. The magazine is packed with 23 beautiful baby projects and patterns to inspire you to get sewing during World Craft Week. Visit www.worldcraftweek.com for more information and get crafting during World Craft Week on the 16th to the 27th of April.
Hi, I'm Tilly Rose and here are my 3 top tips. The first would be to actually be in the moment. Allow yourself to be surrounded by all those lovely fabrics and cloth and thread and just take time out. Enjoy your stitching, whether that's machine embroidery or free motion or slow stitching. Just allow yourself to connect with the thread and cloth and you'll enjoy the projects much more. So my second tip would be to allow yourself to go wrong. Give yourself permission to make mistakes, because we all learn from our mistakes. I've been sewing for a very, very long time and I still make loads and loads of mistakes. But that's okay, because you can use those small little pieces in other projects later on down the line. But it's good, it's okay. So my third tip would be quite simply, break all the rules. If you want to experiment with different threads or different fabric, you might have read in a pattern or something that maybe you shouldn't do that, I would say, yeah, break the rules. And that's how you learn to allow your creativity to come through in your designs.
Jo Carter is back with Sewing Quarter on Saturday the 14th of April with a brand new green-legged softie. Jo will be debuting her frog for the first time live on air. This adorable character has goggly eyes, long limbs and is available in 2 colourways of light green and dark green. They're perfect for the children or big kids in your life. Jo will be here to show us how to add the finishing touches to your frog, and we've got everything you need to make this little hopping character part of your collection. So tune in at 10 AM on Saturday the 14th of April, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
Love Patchwork and Quilting is the best-selling modern quilting magazine that shares your passion for fabric. We publish 13 times a year, featuring must-make projects, essential techniques, interviews, news and reviews from the world of modern quilting. Every issue comes with a free gift.
Very quickly, you just saw the advert for these. These are Joe's tomorrow's project. Look. That one just sits on his lily pad. Look. Oh, oh, look. And this one bounces. Isn't it a frog? That's a frog noise, isn't it? It's a what? Anyway, I've got these, right? I've got these coming up in Joe's next hour. I got Mr. Turtle. Yeah, turtle. I think that's a lady turtle, that one. Don't you? Well, it's got a pink, fluffy frill. Edge of shell. And now what I need is I really need twinkly music for this one, don't I? Tinkle, 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 tinkle. No, that's not the wrong music, isn't it? Tinkle, tinkle. Both coming up in the next, and not this hour, in Joe's next hour. They're gorgeous, aren't they? I'll just put those up here to rest. Because I've got Mandy Shaw gorgeousness. I've got some Mandy Shaw gorgeousness. Now, the best thing you could do to help me in this hour is if you've made a Mandy Shaw, send in a picture. Because, well, they're just lovely, aren't they? There's this. There's all of these. There's the pillow with the pillow in it that Hannah, the only thing Hannah had to do in prep was she said, I'll get a cushion for this one, John. I'll get a cushion for this one. She wrote it down on her piece of paper. Piece of paper. Right, where am I going to start? Oh, email address. If you want to send in a picture, send in a picture. There's your email address. It's a lot of noise, isn't it? Is it outside in the street or is it outside in my dressing room? Now, do you want to be a pirate? Do you want to be a Princess Loveheart? Or do you want to be Tiara kit? This is the kit to do all these, £24.99. I've got pictures. I've got pictures. Who's that shouting at? Oh, look. What do we look like? Doesn't Mandy look skinny on that picture? Anyway. Hello? Oh, hello. I lost everybody completely then. So, what you've got in here. What you got in here. You get everything inside this kit that you need to make the 3 tiaras. How fantastic, though, if you're having a party and you don't just want to use paper hats and throw them away afterwards. These can just go in the dressing up box, can't they? £24.99. Okay. Is that Becky disturbing the show upstairs? Honestly. Doesn't she? Oh, wasn't she? I always call her Becky. Apparently I'm never doing a voiceover for her again. I've upset her. Right, here we go. I still have everything you get in the bundle, and I can go through it all with you. Oh, except the instructions. Right. You get all of those. I'll just show them. It'll be easier to show you, right? So you get the lovely squidgy foam that you base them out of. This is very boring to look at, but it's like a foamy squidgy look to base them on. You get the black wool felt. You get the denim. You even get the PU, silver PU to make that one out of. You get your Bonder web. Here, strip of Bonder web. You get everything you need. You get the little red spots. You get the white wool felt. I won't open these, but you get all the ribbons and all the buttons in there, the cute little buttons there. You get the embroidery thread in there. Everything. You get the elastic. You even get the elastic. Look, there's the elastic. Okay, and then have a look at this, right? Because inside here, look, all of your templates that you need are here. £24.99. Look. So you've got the skull and crossbones there, you've got the button, you've got the crown decoration, you've got the small crown, the big crown, the love hearts. You could put your names on it if you want to. You could put flowers on it. I don't think you'd try and put feathers on it, would you? You could, if you get them from the garden, you could stick them on, couldn't you? You've got what, sorry? Oh, there you go. There's the 3 hats, look. Look better than they do on my head. $24.99. So you've got everything you need to make all 3 of those, including the wool felts, the fabrics, I don't know what the squidgy foam stuff's called at the back. Yes, I'm just a bit echoey today. Right. I'll put all those back in there, otherwise Chris will go mad later when he's got to put everything away. Thank you. There we go. If you want to see any of these again, just let Hannah know. And we'll get... Well, that one's too big for the bag. I think it's one of those like that when it hits the air. Hannah does that, yeah. Oh, did you see that thing about the... I was listening to the news coming in today. Hannah, you can't have more than 5 pints of beer a week or 5 tiny little glasses of wine. Because it's half an hour off your life every time you have an extra one. Chris. Right. Spoolie doll. Now, I haven't got the actual spoolie doll here, but these are collectible. These always fly out the door. Here's a picture of her. I think she's called Primrose. Primrose, yeah? Primrose, look. Oh, she's in the bag. That's where she's gone. We've been searching high and low for her this morning, and she was hiding in the, look. Mandy's famous spoolie dolls here. This is Primrose, her latest one, $15.99. Now, I'm going to be very indelicate now and lift the skirt up. To show you how it's made, what you do is you get 2 of the round beads, and threads, you take 1 thread up one leg, 1 thread up the other leg, and then all 4 threads go up the body, and then through the neck. Oh, she hasn't put the neck. Oh, yes, there it is. Through the neck bead into the head bead, and then you just bring them up, and then the same with they're so cute, aren't they? Highly, highly, highly collectible. And then you get the green felt for the petals. You get the gingham, the yellow gingham for the skirt. You get the... Oh, there's the kit. There's the kit. The instructions, you get the little piece of wool felt for the flower on the head. You get all the spoolies. You get the embroidery thread and the buttons and everything like that. All you need to do is have a felt pen or a Sharpie or whatever and some lipstick for your blusher. Lipstick for your blusher. Oh, and of course, the hair. Now, this one's got dark brown hair. The one in the packet's got a kind of lovely, it's not ginger, because it's not quite like Mike's hair, is it? But it's a kind of, no, what would you call, is that auburn? What would you, I don't know. No, I remember when we made this one, we had this one. I think that you might get a choice of, you don't get a choice, sorry. One of those, you get either or. Okay, there's where she went. We were looking everywhere for her earlier. Anyway, £15.99. We'll get you that lovely spoolie doll. It's very, very simple. And then look at this, the little hem here on the dress. She's just machined the little hem up and then put a hand stitch around the bottom of the skirt. The little petals there, just all held together. In fact, last time she was on, what date was she on last? Because Mandy made this. What? No, she hasn't been on. I think she did the Primrose doll last time she was on with me. We'll just get that date for you. 24th of March. 24th of March, you can see it. Timothy thought he saw her on Saturday. Last Saturday. Maybe they had an assignation. It's all out in the open now. Anyway. Gorgeous, $15.99. Okay, moving on with Miss Spoolie doll. Very, very collectible. Every time we have those. In fact, that was the very, very first thing we ever showed of Mandy's. Wasn't it? It was a Spoolie doll. The first time she was on with me. We've got a photograph to show you. From Christine. Christine says, Second Quarter are her favourite channel. This is her interpretation of Mandy Shaw's cake. It was made for her friend has a shop, and it was her shop's first birthday. She loves Mandy Designs. Keep up the good work. Lots of love from Chris. Oh, thank you. Now, is that a double cake then? Because Mandy's was only a single cake, wasn't it? I've got, you know what? You see the cake stand it's on? I've got that cake stand. It was my nan's. Is your friend shop a sewing shop? I think it might be, because you've got a Christmas panel there. You've got some threads. Let us know. Let us know. Right, next. Oh, I love this. Now, this was also on the last time Mandy was on. This was on the last time that Mandy was on. Isn't this lovely? It's the French sewing tidy. And now you get everything except for the coat hanger in there. Isn't it lovely? Now, so the last time Mandy was on, you even get, oh, she's left her scissors. Oh, you don't get, let me just take the scissors off because you don't get the scissors, but you even get the lobster clasp, you get the D-ring and everything in there. $42.99. Have a look at the still here. They see the lobster, they all look a little bit, so the lobster claw and the D-ring down at the bottom, you get buttons, you get the ribbons. I'll take you through all this in a minute. You get all the fabrics, you get all the threads you need. $42.99. It's so lovely, isn't it? I'll just take you through it quickly while it's on the table, while it's flat on the table. So we'll start at the bottom here, and we've got this lovely scalloped edge, which the template, I'll show you in a minute, the template's in the pattern. So you've got the scalloped edge there, which she then decorated with blanket stitched around the bottom, and then lovely wool felt circles, which have also been blanket stitched in place. The ribbon across the bottom of the pocket, now the pocket is done like this, like pouch, kind of bucket pockets, with the box pleat in between each one, so you can get lots and lots of goodies in there. And of course, each one's decorated with a square of the fabric. I'll show you this. And then there's the asymmetrical pocket along here, where you can put taller rulers in this side and smaller, like those scissors, could go in there. So this one, that's lovely, isn't it? And then obviously some hand embroidery there. Then up the side here, we've got lovely little pockets. Again, I'll move that in. Lovely little pockets there, again, with the pattern. Pocket here, but then you've got the ribbon to create that lovely leash for your scissors. And then look at this fabulous pin cushion at the top. You get all of the fabric for this. You get the big button. You get the button there as well. And then all the rick-rack to go around the edge. Let me show you. Let me open it up, because you get... Can you wish Margaret Mannering a very happy birthday? She's 61 today. I bet she loves you for saying that, Lee. And she watches your shows every morning. So that's Margaret. Now, it's spelt Mainwaring, but I think you say that Mannering, don't you? Like Captain Mannering. Happy birthday, 61. Oh, see, I'm only 39 this year. I know. There we go. So look. Oh, yes. Now, so there's the back. Oh, this is such good quality fabric. There's your background fabric to make the backing, not the backing, but the base of it. You've got Bondaweb. You've got your pocket fabric. You've got this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fleecy fabric there. Then you've got your spot on, but it's not. It's just. These are all Mandy's. They're not. None of them. These are our fabrics. These are fabrics that Mandy has sourced for the whole of this kit, because all of this comes in the bundle. I think this one is, for value for money, is just incredible. Another spot one there. You get, oh, now, see this? I've got this for sale in a minute. Osnaburg, I've got that for sale in a minute. Red wool felt. And then look in here, all the different braids that you need. So there's your big button. You see, there's the big button for the top. There's a little button for, on the middle of your pin cushion. I'm going to put these away as I go along, otherwise they're going to get lost. There's your little lobster claw that you put on the end of the ribbon. Thank you, Michael. There you go. Oh, and then here's your D-ring. Then look at all these gorgeous braids. There's the ribbon to make your leash for your scissors. There's that beautiful, this is all, isn't it lovely? Look at this. Now, some of them are French. She said some of them are French, some of them are, because I said that, oh, they're all French, aren't they? And she's been somewhere else recently, and she's bought lots and lots of new ribbons and everything. There's your embroidery thread, there's your rick-rack, there's your more heart ribbon there, more embroidery thread. All of this for £42. And then let me show you the instructions. I'll show you the instructions as well, because there's just, I like, when it was on air with Mandy, I was like, how on earth have you done all of that for this price? Because not only that, look at the instructions, right? Look. Look. Thorough for the pockets, for the heart pin cushion. Look at all the templates you get here. That's the actual design there. These are all templates. Look, everything you need to know. There's the template for the pocket. Now, remember, these are all templates. These aren't on iron-on transfers. These are actually templates for all the things you need for the whole project. And also, what she did last time, she brought in several variations of this. Remember, we had them hanging on the wall because she had different variations of it. If you want to do it slightly differently, then you can do. Christine's just messaged, hello, John, you've just shown my caking. Yes, my friend does have a fabric and wool shop in Cottingham, East Yorkshire. Cottingham in East Yorkshire. I don't know East Yorkshire very well. I know West Yorkshire really well, and I know North Yorkshire. I don't know East Yorkshire. It's Hull, East Yorkshire. My friend, North Ferriby, my friend Jane lives in. Her husband just got an OBE for services to theatre. Right, theatre. He's called John Godber. He's a playwright. He wrote, he went to college. He was in the year above me at college. Bouncers and things like that he wrote. Yeah. Oh, he wrote that. Right. Next. Love cushion. Oh, yes, love cushion. Which one's that one? Oh, it's the one with love written on it. Now, this is nice. We've done this before on the show. I've done this one with Mandy. Those are all wool felts on the front. Now, again, this is a complete kit. Right, shall we have a look at the still first before I unpack the bag? Because, there you go, look, you get everything. You get your rick-rack, your embroidery thread, your zip, your backing, everything you need in here. Now, the only thing, if I remember rightly, is you can make the O, V, and E out of any colours you want, but you've got to make the L out of the blue, because you get more of the blue felt than you do of the other three. So this has to be the L, but then those three can be O, V, E, whichever one you want in the order of those. So that's your wool felt. This is Deb's. Morning, John. Missing Mandy being there with you. Oh, so am I. I'll send her your love when I speak to her later. But I've loved watching you two so often. I can hear the Mandy bits of the chat in my head. Deb from Derbyshire. Oh, yeah, exactly. And then we've got the beautiful linen to make the cushion out of. Beautiful quality. Everything that Mandy uses is high quality. So that's wool felt. Really, really. Oh, I've got some linen coming up, actually. I've got some linen coming up in a minute. And then there's the zip. Look at this beautiful rick-rack. Beautiful, gorgeous. Look, it looks handmade, doesn't it? Handmade, well, I'm saying handmade, looks handmade. Embroidery thread to go around the letters. And then this, just to go behind the quilting. Beautiful, beautiful. And she's done all of this. She's cut everything to the right size for you and everything. And then your instructions. Oh, no, there's your Bonderweb. That's your Bonderweb. And then your instructions here again. Very, very thorough. All done by Mandy's own hand. Obviously, it's photocopied. She hasn't written every single one of them. Love pillow. Instructions, instructions, instructions. And then there are your... Now, these are iron-on transfers. Are they not? Because they're the wrong way around, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, hang on. I need to double check now. Oh. Maybe they're not. No, maybe they're not. Because you cut them out the wrong way and stitched them on. Oh, yeah, maybe they're not transfers. I think I fibbed. It'll tell me in the instructions. I think I fibbed. Oh, it's not even her idea. My friend Jenny came up with this lovely idea for a font on the cushion. I've played around with it, and this is the result. Let's send some love. Yes, I think it's a template as well. Sorry, that's my bad, because some of them do have, yeah, fusible webbing, back of cushion, envelope back, put in the zip. If you get stuck on anything, you can give her a call. No, she puts her phone number on the packet. She won't answer, obviously, one of the girls will answer. Well, she might answer, I suppose. I'm going to visit soon. Yeah. Yes, I'm thinking it's a template rather than a... Yeah. Anyway, still brilliant. Let's have a look. While I put this away, let's have a look at some pictures of Mandy makes. People, no, not Mandy makes. People have made of Mandy's. Melanie's made the Noel cushions. Oh, look. Oh, and she's a Mandy addict. Oh, she's currently doing her spring hanging heart, which she bought last time Mandy was on. Oh, she's stitching it in a range of pastel colours. Will be finished later on today. If it's finished before midday, no, send me a picture. Okay, picture. Oh, look. Are they the tiaras? From Chris, is that the same fabric shop? Oh, different shop. No, thought it was the same one. Now, you see, she did her interpretation of Mandy Shaw's cake, and now she's done her interpretation of the crowns and tiaras. Oh, look, she made it for Christmas a couple of years ago, and everybody's name was on their hats. What? Where's mine? The red one? Jester John? Oh. Lady Lisa, I can see that one. What's Betty's? Beautiful Betty. Oh, Baroness Betty, as I said, beautiful Betty. Oh, that's nice. You need to tidy up in the background. What's that mess in the background on the table there? One more. Oh, I remember this one. I remember that whole transfer. My soapbox. Marcia. Oh, Marcia, how are you, my love? Good morning, John and the team. There's the red work that she made. She always has a bit of red work in her bag. Perfect hand stitching on the go. We'll do the red work hearts then, Marcia sings. Well, I've got more than that red work, but I've got a Premier cushion, I think, over there. But I've got the hearts, which are collectible. Collectible hearts. Would you like to do the Home Sweet Home one first? Isn't this lovely? Now, this one does come with a transfer. I'm not going to get this one wrong. Now, you get everything you need in this kit apart from the stuffing. Isn't that lovely? Oh, now she's not quite finished this one, I don't think. Oh, is she? Yes, she has. There's the still. A bit bleached out there, isn't it? Right. So what you get in the bundle of this one, is you get your ribbon. Oh, now, it's like this one was made before this. This is your ribbon for your hanging and your bow. You get your embroidery thread. Yes, it's because Mandy's all... well, she made this first, and then she sourced it. But anyway, so then there's your fabric, your linen to make your heart out of. Then there's your red spot for the back. Right? Now, here's the instructions. Now, let me just see if I can take that off there. What you do is when you bag this one out, you don't leave a space around the edge. What you do is you stitch it all the way around, you bag it through, and then you make a split in the back, which you then hand whip together. And then what you do is because you create a bow. This is the back, remember? The bow and your hanging loop goes on the back there. Attention to detail, isn't it? I'll just pin that back. Ooh, no, I've not done that right. Anyway, here's the pattern. Now, this one does have a template, so I'll tell you about that in a second. So, here's all the stitch details. Here's all the written details. There's the picture. And then this is your transfer, which you can use up to 6 times. What you need to do is use a very, 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 very hot iron. You don't use a squidgy ironing board. You use, if you have got a wooden chopping board and a tea towel, it's best to do it on there. And use it on a fabric. A lot of the fabrics like linens and Olsenbergs are brilliant for it. Don't use it on something with a heavily treated surface because it might not work as careful. Oh, wait. Six. You can get 6 F. You can get 6 from one of these. Hazel says, good morning, John, in need of cheering up, so what better than to watch Sewing Quarter? Loving your banter. Oh, Hazel, hope you're not too down. I wonder if that's Hazel in Spain, because there's a Hazel in Spain that watches us all the time. Anyway, so now this transfer, when you do it on the fabric, don't move it around too much. Literally, you get your fabric. Sorry. Well, there's your and you literally press this one first, make sure it's cooled down, then you literally put this down. The iron's not on. No, the iron's not on. And then literally just keep it down like this. Don't do this, because it might move. And also, if you do that to see how it's working, don't do it like that, because obviously if you then put it down, it might be in a completely different place. So you just literally press it like that. Boiling hot iron, please be careful. Do it on a nice, don't do it on it wouldn't work on my squidgy ironing board at home, because my ironing board's like really, really spongy. It needs to be a nice solid surface like that. And once you've made one, if you buy some linen or some Osnaburg, you can make some more. I'm only saying that because I've got some coming up in a minute. Now I've got some iron on. Hang on, what's the iron? Oh, I know. That's to iron on the back of your fabric, so it's a stabiliser when you're doing your stitching. And what Mandy said as well is once you've turned through, you sew this top stitch, this little pie crust. So turn it through, and then top stitch through. Then it creates this lovely little pie crust edge. And there's even in here, there's even instructions of how to do the stars and the hearts and everything. Beautiful. It's a beautiful gift for somebody if they're moving house to make for them. But also, if you just want to buy them for $17.99, buy them the kit and they can sit doing it themselves. Or if they just had a baby while the baby's resting. When you put the baby down. Anyway, I'll let Chris tidy that one up. Yeah. I've done all the others. I've got Home Sweet Home, but I've also got Happy Birthday. Oh, no, I can't sing that. Can't sing that. It's only because there's rules, aren't there, about singing Happy Birthday on telly? Yeah, very strict rules. I think Michael Jackson used to own it, didn't it? Anyway, same thing, same but different. Happy Birthday. Look at the balloons, look at the bunting, look at the cupcake. $17.99. Again, you get the spot fabric for the back, you get the linen for the front, you get the interfacing or the stabiliser, you get the red thread, you get the ribbon. There you go, so everything's in there. Everything you need is in there. I've not seen the Happy Birthday one before. This is new to me. Not seen Happy Birthday before. It's lovely, isn't it? It is. You're right, though. Who was it just messaged in saying, was it Deb saying, I can hear everything Mandy's saying? It's weird because she should be being rude to me and shouting at me, shouldn't she? Right, before I go on to the next Mandy, I've just mentioned the two. Hang on. I have to get the transfer out, because you also get the transfer in that one, don't you? Sorry, I should have. There you go. This is back to front, obviously, because when you transfer... Oh, do you know what? It's back to front, right? But I'm looking at it from the back and thinking, oh, it's not back to front, it's not back to front. Hang on, that says all you need is love. Oh, hang on. You will get a Happy Birthday one in yours. Oh, lucky we looked at that. Could make a note of that, Hannah. Yours will say Happy Birthday. Yours will have that on. She's writing it down. Mind you, she's writing it down like she wrote down cushion pad in that one. Anyway, You will definitely get the right one. You will definitely get the right one. So, I then, say you've used the transfer once to make that, and you think, oh, I want to make some bunting, or I want to do some more, or I want to make a bigger cushion, or I want to do something else. I have got Osnaburg, and I have got linen here for you. Let's start with the Osnaburg. We love this. This is like a very, very posh, I want to say a posh calico. It's a lovely open weave to it. It's natural seeded. It smells lovely. Natural seeded cotton Osnaburg. It's £2.50 for half a metre. It's about our measure. I think it's 44. Oh, I think Joe Carter stole my tape measure. No, I used it, but it was on the table. Oh, I know. Chris will have tidied it away. That's what you've been. No. Where's Jay when you need him? 46 inches wide it is, 46 inches wide. It's lovely, I love this fabric. It's too posh to make a toile out. Well, you could use it to make toiles out of, but I think it's a bit too posh. I know, it's gorgeous. It always sells. Every time we have it, it sells out. It's fantastic for doing Mandy's red work or any kind of embroidery work like that. And she says it's one of the best fabrics when you're using the transfer to do the transfer with. It's naturally seeded. Comes in half meters. Now, obviously, when we do a bundle and things come in half meters, you get it in half meters. This, if you're buying it on the web and you want 3 meters, say, you have to put 6 units in where it says quantity, because 1 unit is half a meter. If you're ringing the call center, just tell them exactly how much you need. But it's lovely, isn't it? You see, I can imagine making a really lovely jacket out of that. Just a soft, non-structured jacket. I'll tell you what else would be nice in that. A summer version of the, you know, the lovely coat that Jules made at the weekend. Be a lovely soft version of that. It's gorgeous. Need to check out your baskets, though. You do need to check out your baskets. I've got loads. I'm not panicking, but there are loads of you coming in. Here or there. Jenny's messaging to say, morning, John. I can see you've started without me. We've had a power cut. A swan has flown. Oh, a swan has flown into the power lines. Such a shame. Oh, it's a shame for the swan as well, isn't it? Oh, Jenny. I don't know where Jenny lives. Morning, John. I see you've started without me. Put back it. Oh, here we go. Who's this one from? Let's have a look. Oh, right. This is my friend Liz, you know, very big in publishing. Just moved house. Ignored my text. Sent her a long text this week. Did I get a reply? It's fine. Anyway, she's saying that everybody in Bristol, everybody in Bristol, all the people who publish all the Simply Sewing, Love Patchwork and Quilting, Today's Quilter, and the what? Oh, no, good. There must be others there. But did you know, I found out, we work for a huge organisation, I can't tell you. That we're just a tiny little splinter. And so many talented people, and they're all brilliant. They're all so good at their jobs. Apart from Rebecca Reid, she's rubbish. Crazy Rebecca Reid, she's rubbish. She'll be watching as well. Anyway, I'm joking, by the way. Hello, ladies and gentlemen in Bristol. How are you all? Right, I'll get on. Because I've now got linen. Oh, half the stock of the Osnaburg's gone. Does my hair look green in Bristol? It looks green in here, doesn't it? Now I've got this linen now. Oh, this is gorgeous. Again, brilliant for Mandy's red work and things like this. Premium, and yours will be better cut this one, just turn the edge over. It's flax, well, obviously it's flax because that linen isn't linen if it's not made of flax. Premium washed linen. Can I just tell, oh, sorry, I've just moved my hand, sorry. It's just, I used to wear only, I went through a phase of only wearing nickel fari, right? When I had money. And all of my trousers, all my suits, all my shirts were made out of washed linen like this. £6.99 for half a metre, it's lovely. Now, it's quite wide, this one. Just do a measurement. Oh, that's a funny width, isn't it? 137 centimetres. Whereas this one's 142. So it ranges between 56 and 54 inches wide. It's more likely to be 54 inches wide, but this one's just a little bit wider. Isn't it gorgeous? And what a lovely colour. That neutral, stunning, natural linen colour. Yes, it creases. If you make clothes out of it, it creases. But that's the whole point. This is such a lovely weight. I'd be more tempted to make a dress or trousers out of this than I would a shirt. $6.99. It's a lovely colour, that gorgeous natural colour. Just wondering if we could make, it's just lovely. Sorry, wittering away. When I was wittering away to myself, I'm going to make something out of that. Because it's one of those fabrics, like, remember Janice had that lawn the other day, and she always just makes itself. That's the same with that kind of linen. Oh, Lolly has messaged in. My dad used to call my mum Lolly. Oh, you live where my sister that doesn't speak to me lives. Morning, John, great show. Would it be okay to use Osnaburg as the background fabric for a plique? Yes, it would. Yes, it would. It's soft. It's quite a soft fabric. It's not a stiff fabric. This is the Osnaburg I've got out again here now. It's not stiff at all. It's got a lovely softness to it, because I think this has been washed too. I don't think there's any dressing in this. The Osnaburg, it depends what you're going to make out of it, Lolly, afterwards. But yes, do you know what? I think yesterday, oh, they had it here. They had it here. The cushion that they used yesterday, this is the Tilda tree. Now, they've made that one. I think that's optical white, is it, at the back? Were you in yesterday, Hannah? Oh, antique white. Antique white. This not as stiff, but wouldn't that be beautiful in that? I think it'd be lovely because it gives it more of a flow. It depends what you're making out of it, Lolly. Well, yeah, I mean, I wasn't just thinking Tilda, but it would go beautifully with a Tilda colour scheme, wouldn't it? But I think, yes, you could. A lot of people use it as... oh, I've got makeup on this. I have to take this one home. I need to warn you. I said, I'm ever so sorry. I did say at the beginning, I've got loads of this. I'm no worry about this now. The Osnaburg's nearly all gone. The Osnaburg's nearly all gone now. So, yes, if you're making a soft applique, it won't be good as a stiff. Wouldn't be very good at being stiff, but lovely and soft. And it's lovely to work with as well. I've got to put Osnaburg away. Genevne Chlai, Lolly. That's where my sister lives. Got some photos to show you. Gerardine. She says, I love Mandy Shaw's red work. She's still got a stash of her projects to make. Well, you're not going to have time to do that before the wedding, are you? Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Is that the ruler bag hanging from the back of the door? Yeah, and I love that door. You see, I could do with that door hanging. Because look, it fits over the top of a door, and then it's like that 1950s... Could do one of those, Gerardine. She's lovely. I met Gerardine at... oh, look at this. Oh, we had that with Mandy last time she was on. Helen's just made a couple of these. I know, a couple of the makes that she's done. That one is brilliant because you can change the banner at the top and put King for a Day, Queen for a Day, and then you can change the hair, you can change the clothes, you can put a moustache on it. Oh, update. Oh. Oh, hang on a sec. We're giving the credit to Helen, but Helen didn't make them. Christina, her mum, made them for the grandchildren. Couldn't fit them all in. There's a bag as well and something else. Another one of these. Oh. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Oh, look, we love that. Oh, look, and they put their name on it. I thought it would be called Fleur. Wendy made this one. Made for her granddaughter, who I presume is called Fleur, to keep her bits and pieces in. That's the same. Look, that's the same transfer that Marcia used earlier for her red work, you see. I said I'd seen it before, didn't I? Oh, that's lovely. I love it when you send in your pictures. I'm just looking in the background, sorry. I like looking in the background of people's pictures. Right, I've got to move on. Look, it's 41 and I haven't got through everything. Oh, quilt on the wall, quilt on the wall, quilt on the wall. Premiere. I'm going to take it down. I haven't got the fabric, I've just got the pattern for it, right? And it's called Crazy Cupcake Quilt. Oh, now, this will be interesting when I open this, because it also says bunting and cushion pattern. Isn't it cute? Do you want to have a look at one of the blocks? Or several of the blocks. So, look, it's got cupcakes written here, and then it's got the ingredients. 125 grams of flour, sugar, and butter. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes in a moderate oven. 2 large eggs, 2 tablespoons of milk, and beat well. Look. Oh. So there, now is it, looks like foundation paper piece in that bit, doesn't it? Let me read it. Would have helped if I'd read it before. Take a piece of, oh, that's page 3. I don't start reading at page 3, John. Oh, Leslie, hang on. I'm not doing very well at all. Oh, there's a little bear behind me now. I didn't mean look at my bear behind. I mean, look. Instructions. Templates. Even templates for all the writing, look. How brilliant is that? More templates for the bunting there. There's bunting. Now, I'm thinking, I might be wrong. Oh, it's got piping in it as well. Where's the piping? It doesn't say pipe. There's no piping on here. Oh, for the cushion. Bunting, cushion. Right, take a piece of fabric and bulb. No, it's not paper. It's not paper piecing then. Just the way she's laid it out, so you can create join to part A along the dotted line. There's part A. There's part B. It's the first time we've ever done this. Let me get off the quilt again so you can have a good look at the quilt. So there's also the cushion and bunting. There's the bunting panel, you see. Cut as many as you like. There's the cakes. Bond the web into place. There's the layout plan with the sashing and the borders and the square corners. Then there's the instructions of how to make the cushion with piping, which we've done this morning for the first time. Aren't they lovely? Let me just look at them. They're all slightly different, aren't they? If you look, they're all... Yeah, because look, oh no, that's that one. Oh, I see what she's done. She's twisted them round, done them all slightly different, and then put them all, look at that one, because that one's more pointy, isn't it? They're all slightly, isn't that lovely though? And you can use all your scraps to do that. Oh, Helen has sent in a picture of her new craft room, and she wants this quilt. Oh, I've seen this picture on Facebook, I know. Look. But has she quilted that wall? Are they books? Are they... No, it looks like 3D here. They're all shouting at me saying, no, John, it's just wallpaper. I think it looks quilted myself. This looks gorgeous in there. Do you know how to make cupcakes then, Hannah? She doesn't do baking, she says, apparently. She likes eating, she says. And she loves cooking for her and her flatmate, Karen. Right, I've come all untucked, I do apologise. There we go. Right, I've got to move on. Look at the time. So I've still got that one to do. I've still got this one to do. I've still got this one to do. And I've still got this one to do. And I've got premieres. Which one shall I do next, then? Where Hannah went to university. This, again, is just the pattern. Now, Mandy says, please excuse, it's a well-worn family favourite, this one. Please excuse the burns and the holes and the mess. But she takes this to the picnic. She takes this to the beach. Yeah, she takes it to the beach. Isn't it lovely, right? Just the pattern in this, obviously. I love the seagull down there. Simon the seagull. Or is it Sarah? So now, there's so much going on in here, look. These are instructions. Brighton Beach Throw, it's called. Because Brighton Beach is all pebbles, isn't it? It's not sand at Brighton. I used to go there a lot when I used to go dancing in, I can't remember the name of the nightclub now. Revenge, Club Revenge. Hannah's fallen off a lot of podiums in there when she used to be a podium dancer, she says. Look, there's the Brighton Seagull, twice. I was a podium dancer once in Paris when I was filming Interview with Vampire with Tom Cruise. I wasn't meant to be a podium dancer, I just had a bit too much to drink, that was all. And the other podium dancers didn't seem to mind that I joined in. Anyway, there's the block. That's the block. Pattern 4. Now, she's called it a sofa throw on this one, but I know she takes it to the beach. There's the second half. You join that one to that one there, you see. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's lovely. Can you imagine? I'll take the paper off so you can see the pattern again. Brilliant for if you've got your stash and you've got your favourite fabrics. Now, you wouldn't maybe want to take Tula to the beach, but wouldn't it be amazing with some of your Tula stash, this one? Or maybe, but even your solids would be nice. Actually, that's not today. No, I'll shut up. I've got the most fantastic colour wheel on Monday that would be brilliant for this because it's the textured one. I'm not supposed to tell you what I'm doing on Monday, am I really? But I've got the colour wheel on Monday that I had it on a special day. What have we done recently? Was it Easter? What have we had recently? But anyway, and I've got solids, I've got spot-ons, and I've got linear prints. They'd look lovely in this together, wouldn't they? But I do like the red, white, and blue, I have to say. Because Mandy's also does a beach bag that matches this in PVC. It's lovely. Hannah, if the buyers are watching, Hannah wants this seagull fabric, please. If you can get some of that, buyers. She likes seagulls. She's moved on from budgies now to seagulls. You can't have a pet seagull, though. No, well, it's because we like the sea. It's like we like the water, don't we? It's lovely, isn't it? Okay, need to move on. Got loads to show still. Right. Premier cushion now. Now, this is a kit. You don't get the pad. But this is a kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? She's gone off on a different tangent on this because there's no red work on this one, just blue work. Look, it's the Vulcan Junior Sewing Machine in a cushion. £24.09. Look at the back, look at the back, look at the back. It's cute, isn't it? So what you get here is you get everything you need. Right, you'll get instructions in yours. You'll get instructions in yours, but look, you get the lovely denim to make the cushion out of. You get the Osnaburg to create the centre panel there. You get the most gorgeous kind of khaki, olivey rick-rack. Rick-rack. Look at that lovely thread there. And then you get the, here's the back to front template. No, transfer. I'll get them right. Yeah? You imagine what you could do is if you bought your Osnaburg or your linen from before, you create a whole, put sewing machines going like that and do them in different colours. And then this is your stabiliser to go behind, your iron-on stabiliser to go behind the Osnaburg, just to stabilise it while you're doing the stitches. The only thing you don't get is the cushion pad. You will get instructions in yours as well. There's the kit, which hasn't got the instructions in it. I'll just tidy up then. I've got 2 more things to show you. Oh, perfect timing, perfect timing. Sarah has sent me a message on my pad saying, it's not there, so I'll read it out. Hi, John. She bought the Brighton Beach quilt from Sewing Quarter, and she made it for her son. Oh, she said, sorry, there's no picture of it. Went straight into his car because he loves it so much. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Right, this one. Oh, I thought you wanted to do this one next, but I'll do that one. This one next, the cushion with no pad. Now, this is lovely because what you can do is you can move this one around. If you don't want it like that, you can move the panels around. It's the Scrappy Patchwork Cushion Kit. And again, you get all the fabrics that you need. There it is. Oh, there it is with a cushion pad in it. Well done, Hannah. Not. So, oh, this is gorgeous linen. Beautiful, beautiful linens in here. You get the Bondaweb. You get the lovely fleecy wadding. Oh, there it is. There it is. I just want to show you the fabric. Look up, the fabric's gorgeous. Oh. Right, and then look, a little bag with all your rickracks, your ribbons, your laces, everything you need in it. Your thread. Because if you look on here, there's your transfer for the buttons. Look. I think you find I moved then. It wasn't Michael that moved then. Then, all the instructions. Now, what I'm saying, Ari, is, you see that she set it out like that. Mandy set it out like that. You can move those round. So if you wanted the two narrow ones together, or you wanted the love heart at the end there, or the two square ones in the middle, you can move it around. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You can do them as wherever you want. There's a template there for the heart as well. It's cute, isn't it? Looks better in the picture. Oh, and this one comes with a zip. This one comes with a zip as well, look. Here it is with the padding in it, with the stuffing in it. No, with the cushion pad in it. Love, love, love. And she's hand-stitched the rick-rack on as well. Let me show you. Look, the rick-rack. Going from like indent to indent to indent. I think there might be a machine stitching through the middle, and she's that's just a decorative stitch going across the top there. Rightio, and then I've got one more thing to show you, I think. Oh, let me just fold this one away then. Look at that lovely one with buttons on there. Beautiful. The one thing about Mandy, she sources the most gorgeous fabrics, doesn't she? I'll let Chris put that away. Right, last one. Last but not. Oh, do you know what? That quilt has obviously been to the beach recently. I've got sand all over the desk. You'll need to wipe the table down, Chris. No, it's like you know, there are pebbles, but there's kind of sand mixed amongst the pebbles. That's what it is. It's not. Anyway, look. This is Round and Round the Garden cushion kit. This one. Premiere for us today. I think that's Mandy in her hat under the tree. She's sitting down, that's why. Right, Timothy's just said, oh, she's got very short legs. She's sitting down under the tree. Or kneeling, she's kneeling, picking flowers, look. Oh. Oh, no. I think she's got short legs. No, she's doing it like this, isn't she? She's crouching like that. Yeah, she's crouching. Look. Realism, it is, realism. Anyway, let's look at the kit. It's a premiere for us today, this one. £24.99. Now, obviously, you don't get the cushion pad, but you do get everything else you need. Really beautiful fabrics again, floral fabrics there. Your linens, you've got your... She always uses really, really gorgeous batting, doesn't she, as well? The French rickrack. You've got the... the bias binding, which is already made for you, look. And then your embroidery thread in there, and then they'll be in here. All your instructions. And I'm looking to see if there are knees or feet. That's the transfer. Very popular, that one. And the cupcake, these two, both very, very, very popular. Am I going to move? I'm going to move. Rosie, just created an account and looking forward to starting some projects. You are very funny. Thank you, Rosie. Funny, ha, 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 not funny peculiar. The linen, yes, of course. The Osnaburg has completely sold out, and the flax washed linen. third of the stock has gone. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look. It's a lovely weight. The linen is such a lovely weight. I'll just pick up that button that I dropped on the floor there. I'll pick those up because I'm coming. Oh, I thought you were looking at the linen, sorry. $6.99, half a metre, flax, premium wash linen. Right, don't go anywhere. Let me fold that one up. You need to check your basket. In fact, if you've got anything in your basket for this hour, I don't want to sound like little Paul, but you do really, really need to check out if you want, definitely want it. Coming up in the next hour, we've got the Flutterby by Joe Cotter. First time you've ever seen this on air. And then, how do you know what noise butterflies make? Have you ever heard a butterfly noise make a noise? And the turtle. Where is it? Are we looking at it? Quickly! Quickly! Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more. Join us on Monday the 16th of April when dressmaker Claire Louise Hardy will be with us. CL will be giving us a 2-hour trouser making masterclass and will be sharing all of her handy tips for getting the perfect garment. At 9 a.m, she'll be starting with a pair of tapered crepe trousers. Claire Louise will be showing us how to get the perfect fit on this stylish pair of trousers, which are available in a variety of bright solid shades. At 10 a.m, CL will be making a pair of wide leg trousers in linen. These striking trousers are sure to be a must-have for your own wardrobe. Make sure you don't miss this trouser special at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. on Monday the 16th of April, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
There are many different ways you can buy from us here at the Sewing Quarter. You can order from us by calling our free phone number at 0800 112 4433 and talk to the team at our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, there are other ways you can buy from us. You can go online and shop through our website at www.sewingquarter.com. You can even watch the show there and shop as you go. You can check out as many times as you like throughout the day and only pay a small fee of £2.95 postage and packaging for the whole day. We also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all products excluding custom cut fabric. Our friendly UK-based team will help guide you through every step.
Tune in on Saturday the 14th of April when we're joined by Nicola Dodd. The intricate quilter will be making her originally designed hearth and home quilt, created by brand new William Morris Merton fabrics. This stunning quilt is made from patterned fabric in muted earthy tones. With hidden log cabin blocks and striking contrasting fabrics, this homely quilt will be the star of any room. Nicola will be here to share her quilting tips and advice to get the perfect finished quilt, so don't miss your chance to get your hands on the full kit plus handy instructions. Nicola's creation is made from simply stunning William Morris Merton range. We just can't wait to share the full collection with you. That's why after Nicola's quilting tutorial, we'll be launching brand new range of Merton fabrics at 12 p.m. So tune in on Saturday the 14th of April from 11 a.m. for 2 whole hours of fabulous William Morris, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78, Sky Channel 678.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
Oh, so much going on, isn't there? Now, aren't these gorgeous? You've never seen this before? The butterfly? You've never seen the butterfly before? It's the first time on air, and isn't it lovely? Okay, now, in this hour, we're doing both. Don't ask me how, but she's doing both. A lovely turtle. Now, I think you've seen the turtle before. We've seen the turtle before, haven't we? Isn't that gorgeous? Right, I've got 4 bundles for you. So now the bundle that Joe used is this one here. It's called, did you ask Hayley? Okay. The spring bundle is this one. You get so much in this blooming kit, don't you? You must get 3 meters of fabric, including that 1/2 meter of the pink fluff. Oh, okay. So where's the pink then? Oh, okay. Because normally when we did the nets, they included that in, and the chiffon, they included that in, didn't they? So it's this, right, okay, so you get this, 2.5 meters of fabric, but you actually get 3 meters of fabric, because you get this as well. You get thread, you get embroidery thread, and look at this, both. You get both instructions, right? I mean, it's just brilliant. You're going to be able to make, Joe, I asked Joe, you're going to be able to make 2 of these and 2 of these out of all of this fabric. You can make 4 toys. 4 toys. So you can make 2 butterflies and you can make 2 turtles. Make them just less than a tenner each. Oh, this is lovely as well. This. Ooh. I'll just do my acting to myself, shall I? It's all going horribly wrong, Christopher. Isn't it lovely? Really, really lovely. So really, oh, I see why they haven't put 2.5 meters, because that's a fat quarter. That's a fat quarter, that one. Anyway, so that's a fat quarter of the pink. That's why. So you get the 2.5 meter fabric, the instructions, the haberdashery, and a fat quarter of the gorgeous pink fluff. Don't know what is that Shannon? Is that, yes, Shannon, that one is, right? Okay, so that's that. Oh, look. So you can make 4, 2 turtles and 2 butterflies for £38.99. And then also you've got the patterns. You've then got the patterns, haven't you? Okay, next is this one, which is the one that Joe's demonstrating with, which is called purple. But look at the gorgeous colours. You get this beautiful green, ditzy. You get this beautiful natural star. You get like a lavender spot on. You get Riviera linear, and you get green solid there. And then the fluffy one is a fat quarter of the purple fluffy. So Shannon is so lovely. Oh, such gorgeous. And nice to work with as well, that fabric. And of course the patterns. You get both patterns, £38.99. Now, next. Pink one next. So we get the pink. Look at that. Look how rich that is. The pink Shannon there. Now you see, it's a fat quarter, but it looks bigger than a fat quarter because the fabric's wider to begin with. Do you know what I mean? So in effect, you're getting a quarter of each. That's lovely, though. Then look at these colours. Look at these gorgeous fabrics here. So it's called the pink kit because you get the pink fluff. Then look at this. Red and pink fabric there. Then you get the linen look grape. You get the pale pink spot on. You get that lovely, lush green linear print. And then I think that's either fern or grass or something like that. So it's fern. There you go. £38.99 plus your 2 patterns. Oh, is this one here you're looking at? Plus your, ooh, there you go. There's the still. £38.99. Now remember, you can make four toys out of this amount of fabric. So when you look at that, £38.99, it's less than £10 a toy. And then this, I love this one. I think this might be my favourite. Oh, I can't have this one. This is Hannah's favourite. No, we're not sharing. I'll have the pink one then, and you can have this one. But this is my favourite. Look at the colour. What colour's that? What colour's that, Joe?
Cherry red?
Cherry. Okay. I think crimson. Crimson, that's more like a period, deep period red. It's lovely. Anyway, we have this. Now this is, I'll remember it in a minute. Heather Bailey Beatles songs, isn't it, this one? Forever Fields, that one. So you get half a metre of that one, you get half a metre of the papaya spot on, you get half a metre of the yellow gingham, you get half a metre of the dark yellow, I think that one's called Sunshine Linear, and half a metre of the bright yellow, I think that's gorgeous, Maize, that one's called. £38.99 will get you that bundle. Right, have a look at the stills while I go over, because Joe's still threading a bobbin, I think, over there. Right. Now, Joe, you've got 2 toys to make in an hour. Oh, I'll just trip over the iron, don't worry. Right, they're not separate. It's a bundle with all of them in together. Now, Chris is going to work... Oh, yes, Chris is going to work out how to display this one. And then when the turtle's going to go there. Right. It's a good deal, isn't it? Because they're less than £10 each.
You'll definitely be able to make more than 2 of each as well, I think.
Oh, OK. Now
I think so. You switch the fabric around. Well, I'm worried about committing to a figure, but you
at
can
least 4.
Yes, at least.
At least 4. Right. So, what are we doing first then?
I'll start with the butterfly.
Butterfly first. Butterfly first.
Oh yeah. Can I have the instructions open just in
You can.
case?
I'll just show the instructions first of all. Let's do a nice close-up of this because Chris is dying to get onto the set for some reason. Here's the butterfly again. Like all of Joe's patterns, you get lovely, lovely photographs. You get gorgeous. There's the templates there. And then pattern pieces there. OK? Chris was trying to work out how we could display the butterfly best. Oh, no, that might look a bit cruel like that, mightn't it? You see, I'll hold it. Right, so we're doing butterfly first. Because you get all of this, you get everything in the bundle. Everything in the bundle. Right, off you go then.
OK.
Oh, you need these out, did you say?
I'll just make sure I'm doing it in the right order. The wings. Start with the wings.
Who designed this then?
Me. A while ago.
Okay. So really, the piggy that's in the magazines now, we need to make that as soon as possible, really, so you can remember how you made it.
I'm already 2 designs ahead of that one now.
Get you. Go on then. Right,
well, no, that's the way magazines work.
Darling, don't you know? They're all watching as well, all the magazine people watching today.
Oh, don't say that.
They're all sitting there going, now, this is a Joe Carter showcase now to show all the people who work in the magazines how well you work.
Stop. Just going to do bundles.
Right, so you cut out the wings from the patterns in the instructions.
Yes, and you can cut them out. These are the segments for the front of the wings. But if you wanted to patchwork them completely, you could just use the back of the wing template.
I'm sorry, everybody at home, if you just heard a rather large noise, it's our channel manager just wheeling a trolley through the door, but didn't bother opening the door. What's he got on it? Sandwiches? Cake? We're live on telly, you can't be bringing cake. We've got the whole of Bristol watching. We can't be having cakes on air. Right, you carry on.
OK.
Just go.
Come back.
I'm here.
OK.
We'll have them for later. Right, come on.
OK.
You've got 2 toys to make in an hour.
Right, OK. I'll do 1 wing then.
No, you can do the whole job.
I've got some wings done.
All right, then. So you've cut out the panels from the pattern.
And they join together. This is the central one. And on here, there's a marker. And you want this to join as far as the marker, but leaving the seam allowance on this piece, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So stitch those together until you have...
Are they difficult? Because you're going to have circles, you're going to have curves going in different directions.
Do you want me to do one?
Yes,
It's not that difficult, because although this is quite a curve, you're only stitching it...
just look at that.
We're only stitching it to here, so that's not
right.
that...
OK. It's not the curviest bit of the curve.
I'll stitch onto the bottom bit.
Yeah.
So this marker wants to start the seam allowance from the end.
So you wouldn't start at that bit, you'll start on the straighter bit.
Yes, I would start in the middle, sort of the centre of the wing.
So which bit of the wing we're doing? Oh, we're doing the bottom bit into the middle bit.
Yes.
That one, isn't it?
And
The one I've got in my hand here is the No. Yes. 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 It's confusing me because there's a yellow dot in one and a yellow square in the other. From here, my eyesight just makes a blurred yellow. So yes, this is the spring. I should just listen to my producer, shouldn't I? Yes, just sometimes.
So I've stitched it as far as the marker.
Yeah.
Do the same with the top one, and then press the seams downwards.
Right.
Only because you get the nice shape at the corner of the wing.
Yes.
Instead of this way,
Oh,
you then
yes,
get a
yes,
fold.
yes, you get a fold back, yeah.
Press those that way, and then pop the wing. Imagine that's all sewn together.
Yeah.
On top of a piece of wadding that's larger all around down the wing.
Okay.
And I've done this one, and I've quilted it as well.
Okay, I haven't got any wads in here, that's all.
So I've just chosen a pattern. You can draw it on with water erasable pen and just follow it.
However you wanted. Use up
However
three.
you want.
You don't get wadding in the kit. You need to have the wadding. But is this the 2 ounce, the craft wadding? Yeah.
And you could even use some thin felt, white felt would work in the same way as the wadding for the wings, and it would give them some structure. So quilt it however you want. I've done a separate design in each of the 3 segments. And then
Okay.
I didn't use a walking foot because there's...
What's in between? Is nothing in between the wadding and the fabric then?
No.
Okay.
Just straight on top of the wadding.
Okay. Oh,
and then
no walking foot.
And no walking foot. Well, you won't see the back of the quilting, so you can get away without one.
Okay.
If you have a walking foot, always use it.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're saying is as well, excuse me, if you've bought lots of Joe Carter or you do lots of things, soft toys, you will have some wadding because that's all you need, that amount, isn't it, just to cover the wing. So it's not worth us putting a great big bag in if you're just going to use a little corner. But if you haven't got any, you can buy it on the web.
And these scissors are okay after I went through that zip.
That's a different pair of scissors.
It's the same one. So I'm just trimming away the excess.
They're your wadding and hardware scissors
Yes.
now. Julia in Carmarthenshire. Yay, just got the kit. First time I bought one of Joe's kits. I never used patterns before, so I'm very excited. Love your soft toys, Joe, and you make me smile.
Oh, thank you.
I presume that's what that is. Or it could be you make me... I can't think of another word that starts like that.
And then...
Smoulder, maybe.
That's the wrong wing back. I've got a few here.
Right.
So I want one going that way.
Okay, so you cut, so on the patterns, there's one way you cut all 3 that to make it, and then there's also a pattern for the back of the wing.
For the back of the wing. I mean, you could do this on both sides if you wanted.
Oh, yeah, but this is that, this one obviously has got the... Now, it's unusual that you didn't quilt through to that side. Was that for a reason?
Yes.
Okay, fine. We'll find that out. We'll get to it then.
Yes, it was because I wouldn't be able to edge it. Otherwise, I would have to bind the edges if I quilted through. I wanted to turn them the right way out. So if I quilted that and the back was done,
right,
I'd have to do something with the edge
now. Or you could have bagged it out, unquilted, and then quilted.
And then quilted, I could have done.
You see, you need me round your house, don't you, saying, why haven't you done it like that? There'll have been a reason why you didn't do it. You'll think of it in a minute.
There would.
Yeah, OK. So,
well, there might be a reason. I won't commit to it. Right, so pop those 2
Shall
together.
I put the iron on, just in case you need it later?
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Now, I've cut this wing is slightly larger, although when you piece them together and quilt, it might distort the shape of the front of the wing. But it's fine, as long as it's there or thereabouts. So I'll pin this into position so it doesn't shift about too much.
You know what would be nice is if you made a few of the butterflies, you could kind of make a mobile out of them, couldn't you? If you made, say, 4 butterflies. And
or you could have sort of buntingy butterflies as well.
You have what?
Bunting butterflies.
Oh, yeah, I think Rebecca Reed said that the other day, that she'd make some bunting out of them.
Right, and I'm just going to stitch with a 1/4 inch seam allowance all around the edge, leaving this bit open.
OK. What Hannah wants to do is, you don't have to do this at home if you don't want to. Yeah, I hadn't smelling. Is Hannah would make 4 or 5 all brightly coloured, all beautiful butterflies all darting out, and then she'd make one in black and silver lame, and that would be like the evil moth. Or you could just... The thing is, you could make them really, really dramatic, couldn't you, by making them? I mean, obviously make them in the kits you've bought today, but then you've got the pattern, haven't you? You could make sort of Halloweeny ones when it comes to Halloween and things, couldn't you?
You could.
Not butterflies aren't particularly Halloween, I know, but you could make it.
Go for a slightly less jolly face as well.
Hey, what?
Go for a slightly less jolly face.
Yes, yeah, you could do a snarl rather than a smile. Oh, do you know what would be amazing? I've got to think this one through now. Well, I'm thinking you could use, though it might be too eerie, but you could use the wings as a plique on a quilt. And then it's the 3D quilt like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, because if you think about it, I know when you go to the museums and butterflies from days gone by, they're all presented like that, aren't they? But then you don't want to... I'm just thinking they could all be flying around like that. Anyway, that's just my brain going into a different zone.
Right, now I'm going to clip V-shaped notches around the curves, and I'm also going to clip into these two internal corners.
Right,
but I need to be careful of the seam and the stitching.
Yes, and you've got so many lines of stitches there, you have to make sure you just snip into the stitches.
Yes, what I should have said actually, once I'd quilted it, I stitched around the outside just to hold the layers together right at the edges to make it easier to sew. So this line here is not actually a quilting line, it's just to hold. Just to
the wadding and the fabric together?
Just to make it easier to trim out.
Got it.
So I've clipped into that one. Clip into that one.
Another person in Carmarthenshire, Ellen. Morning, gorgeous fabric bundles, loving the Sewing Quarter channel. Love Ellen from Carmarthenshire. Oh, you can't have either of these cakes, can you? I've just realised.
I can't.
Oh, well. I'm not meant to either, but I'm only going in the car to Toxter with Hannah, so I'll be all right. We'll have the windows open. That one looks like a millionaire shortbread, that one. Oh, you've had your... Why have we got cakes, then? Is there some celebration? Hannah's already eaten hers, apparently. She kept that one quiet, didn't she?
It's my friend Lynn's birthday today.
It's what?
My friend Lynn's birthday
Is she
today.
here?
No.
Oh, happy birthday, Lynn. We're having cake. Will she be watching? Or you can tell her on YouTube if she
I can. Lynn made the mini version of my dragon that I popped on the Facebook group.
Oh. Oh, so she's talented then?
She is.
Oh, Mandy's got an idea about scaling patterns, apparently. You could photocopy the pattern at different sizes and make a kaleidoscope of 3D butterflies for the wall. What did I say?
That would look great.
That would be brilliant, Mandy.
Right, so I've clipped around the outside. I'm just going to turn it the right way out.
Do you know what? I've got that rainbow. I know I'm not supposed to tell you what I've got on Monday, but on Monday I've got a rainbow colour wheel bundle of all different, of linear, spot-on and plain fabrics. Imagine butterflies, all different colours, all different sizes on a quilt. Getting carried away now.
You could even make them like little pockets on a quilt. If you just stitch them to the top of the wings, you could have like little butterfly pockets.
And,
and
what would you put in them? That means you could wake up at midnight on your bed and think, oh, I'm a bit peckish, I'll get that sandwich out of the
Keep some
pink
crackers
butterfly.
in there.
Crackers. And Hannah likes to carry hummus in her sewing box. You know, the top of the sewing box, where she puts hummus in one, carrots in another, and crisps in another. And we wonder, Hannah, why we're single.
There we go. So I'm just going to roll the seams, and I'll give it a light press with the iron just on these edges, because now I'm going to top stitch around the edge of the wing, which you don't have to do. Again, it's personal preference. But I have a ready-made wing.
Petra's messaging. Good morning. Some crystal organza over the wings would be gorgeous.
We would.
Wouldn't
Give them
it?
a bit of a twinkle.
Twinkle chiffon. We've sold out of ours.
Should I swap round?
Twinkle chiffon. Oh, and you know, we've got the fabric called Titan, and we've got Titan moss, and little Paul wants to change his name to Titan moss. I met somebody 2 days ago whose name is Titan, and I went, oh, Titan moss, and he went, no, Titan, whatever his surname was. I was like, oh, okay. Why would I say that? Because that's what our colour range, and that's what little Paul's going to call himself. It's his new name, his new acting name.
Stage name.
Stage name.
So I'm just pressing on the edge, on the seam, because I don't want to flatten.
Pavers.
I don't want to flatten the wadding too much.
Hannah's desperate to go out on a date with Titan now.
Right, that'll do. I'll leave that there. And then I'll top stitch really quickly around the edge.
Right.
And when I say really quickly, I mean, don't judge. I'll just go.
Jane's got the same idea as Hannah. Oh, ow, just caught myself. Oh, what's her name? Jane with a Y says, I'm going to get some of that fabric. Now, Hannah said this in prep, didn't she? Some of that fabric that crinkles. So when babies scrunch it, it makes a crinkling noise. And you had an idea for that, didn't you? Put a bag of crisps inside, she said. Not a full bag of crisps.
Oh, no, have the crisps. So...
Oh, eat the crisps and then do the crisp bag. Would that work, though?
I don't know. I've not tried it, to be honest.
No, I can't advise you to do that, but I have to say, when I was at college, there was he's quite famous now, Simon Costigan, used to make badges for everybody, like brooches for everybody. And he used to get bags, the empty bag packets of crisps, and put them in the oven, and they'd shrink down to like a mini version of, and you kind of bake them, and you can do it with lots of different things. So we all had these like little crisp packets as brooches and things. Was the 80s. Oh, message from Barbara, here we go. Who is Hannah? Is she a real person or is she your imaginary friend? She's no friend of mine, I tell you now. Hannah is my producer, Barbara. Barbara's just down the road. Is that Barbara? Who? Little Paul's mum? It might be Little Paul's mum, that. She's my producer in here. This is Hannah. But yes, I have to... A lot of the things she says are things that your imaginary friend would say to you.
Okay, so I've top stitched around the outside.
Yeah.
And then I've just stitched across there just to seal these edges together.
Yeah.
Keep them flat. So they're the wings done.
Perfect. They look. The thing is, no offence to your toy, but you could use that as a template for a quilt, couldn't you?
You could.
That's really a really beautiful shape, isn't it?
And you could just add a little strip of bind.
Yes, yeah. Rather than
middle.
if you didn't want the stuffed body on a quilt, but that is a lovely, beautiful shape. Okay. Lynn, hello, John and Joe. Wasn't going to buy, but can't resist the butterfly. Bought the purple one, Lynn in Taunton. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, the purple one.
I love these colours together. This print's really cute. Sort of ties them all.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so what's next then?
Okay, the body. And to divide it into segments, it's just... Oh, I don't know whether these show up, actually. There's a marker at the top.
Have we got markers of that?
And join those together. Shall I see if the stitch lines are marked on the body?
We'll just have a look to see if you can see the lines.
These are 2.5 centimetres or 1 inch apart.
Yep.
And just stitch straight across, reverse forwards and backwards.
Oh, you do it before. Oh, I see.
And it just, this is all it is, it's just stitch lines, but because of the pile of the fabric.
Now, do you have to make sure the pile of fabric is going in a certain direction?
Yes, it should be marked on the templates. The pile direction is downwards on the front piece.
So smooth downwards. Oh, she's not Little Paul's mum, she's Big Michael's mum. Do we know Big Michael? And then, did you say there was another one from Petra? Oh, now a bit of a fact here. Don't go putting in your crisp packets in your oven, because Petra said that they're not made of the same stuff anymore, so it wouldn't work. Yeah, I'll do bundles in a second. Oh, got a stock update in a minute.
I'll just move those. I've managed to stitch that thread in. There we go. So it just sort of creates those segments. And there's a dart at the top of the face. I'll just check this is what comes next. It does. I'll close. There's a dart at the bottom just to give it a little bit of shape at the bottom and one at the top. So I'll close both of those.
Okay. So a little dart there. I don't know if you'll see that on the telly in this one. Oh, no, I can't even see it. There it is. Just a little dart there and a little dart at the bottom there. The shape. Right, while you're doing those darts, can I go and don't do anything else? Because I've got a stock update, Hannah says. Spring bundle, which is the one that Joe's already made them out of. They're off. Oh, we're just going to double check now. Let's put the graphics in. I'll tell you how many there are. It's always the way, isn't it? Always the way. This is spring, pale pink. You've got your Tula pink arrowheads. You've got your lovely geometric. You've got your pink and white ditzy. You've got your yellow spot on, and you've got your fern. 7. What time is it now? 10:26. There are 7 of these left. And you've all checked out your baskets. That's good. So I know I don't have to say, oh, and when you've checked out your baskets. Everyone who's bought it has checked out their basket. Shall I do the other bundles quickly while we're here? We'll do the purple one, which is the one that Joe is using at the moment. So you get the fat quarter. Oh, excuse me, hiccup. Oh no, I hope that's not a hiccup. A fat quarter of the purple. Then you've got the green ditzy, the natural star, the lilac or lavender spot on, Riviera linear, and the gorgeous green there. £38 and £9. Half the stock of that one is now still available. You get the pattern obviously as well, both patterns as well, remember, both patterns. And you can make at least 4 toys, at least 4, so that's like less than £10 a toy. Okay. Pink. So this is vibrant pink Shannon, this one. Then you've got your embroidery thread and you've got your sewing thread. Then this is lovely, isn't it? You get the red and pink pattern there. You get the plum linen look. You get the pale pink spot on. You get the lovely rich green linear and the fern there. £38 and 99p. This is Shannon Newland, not to be confused with Shannon, the fat quarter. Or my mate Shannon. £38 and 99p. And again, the last one, which is our favourite. You've got crimson in the Shannon. You've then got your yellow golden thread. You've got your black embroidery thread. You've got your Heather Bailey Forever Fields Forever. You've got your papaya spot on. You've got your yellow gingham. You've got your sunshine linear. And then you've got your yellow plain there. And I've got what? Fewer than 20 of those, £38 and 99p. And remember, you are getting both patterns in the kit. You are getting both the butterfly and the turtle. We know we've got 2 minutes left to do the turtle, to do the butterfly.
That's okay. Well.
So let's go. Right, go on. So this is the butterfly instruction here that we're working from at the moment, and then we'll get the turtle one for there. So what's next?
Right, I've closed those darts.
Yeah.
This is the antennae. It's just one piece of fabric. The measurements are in the pattern.
Yeah.
Press it in half, press the edges into the centre, like binding, and over again. And I'm just going to sew along the fold, this open edge, just to seal it.
Sheila says, morning, just bought the red bundle for the arrival of our 5th grandchild in October. Oh, Sheila, oh no. I was going to say, Sheila, you've been busy, but you haven't been busy, have you? Thank you, Joe, she says. Thank you.
There we go. I'm speeding through a little bit.
Okay.
And then the antennae, have it so that the seam side is down.
Yes.
And just bend the edges round like that, so that the seamed side is on the outside.
Okay.
And then position that at the dart at the top and baste into place. Leave that loop.
Okay. You don't cut them then, you leave it?
No, I don't knot them and cut them until right at the very end.
Right.
So I'll baste that in. I'll do this quickly. Okay. So that's the antennae in.
Oh,
like a carrot.
Now, I've opened a can of worms here talking about the crisp packets. We, as a company, cannot condone you putting, not condone's not the right word, but advise you to put crisp packets in ovens in case we set fire to your house or something. Okay, okay. So I'll read this properly then. Hi, John and Joe, loving the show as always. Yes, John, crisp pack. Oh, I see. I read it the wrong way in the oven. Oh, there's such a lovely message, Anne. I made a fidget quilt for my dad who has dementia. Anne, I could have done with you. My dad had really bad dementia as well. So she has put crisps inside to create that crunchy noise. We're not saying for you to do that, but it does work. Sorry, I've got the 2 crisp things right muddled up. Right. Well, that looks like a vegetable now.
It does. It's got a bit of a carroty look to it, hasn't it?
Yes.
These are the back pieces, and I've just joined them together for a very small amount there. It just means I can sew them in from the top, but I need this opening in the back to fit the wings through in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Right, so I'll baste the wings into position. This is my favourite thing about this pattern.
Right.
The wings, we want the front of the wings against the front of the body. but baste them so that you have an overlap of 1/4 of an inch here. And I want this line to where it meets the fabric.
So you don't do edge to edge? You don't
Not edge to edge.
So you've got an extra 1/4 of an inch of the wings?
Yes.
So you're saying the wings 1/2 an inch in, but the Shannon 1/4 of an inch in?
Yes, because there's some internal shaping. Oh. I'll stitch the wings together at this point. This overlap, the wings will be stitched together and it just pulls the body in and gives it a little bit of...
How did you discover that then?
I can't remember, but this is the thing I'm most pleased about, this pattern. So I'll baste that one in quickly. And when you've basted them in, just check that they line up and that they're at the same level. They're not too bad. And then do one side at a time and line up the centre seam in the back body with the dart and sew along one side, finishing at the dart at the bottom, remembering you want an overlap of seam allowance on this side.
So you don't sew right down to the bottom, you've got to leave 1/4 of an inch.
You'll have 1/4 of an inch left over.
So you just go to the dot?
To the dart, to the edge of the dart. And this is fiddly, but not as fiddly as you might think.
No.
It makes a good idea to pin as well, because I can't see the edge of this fabric, this the body fabric from this side. But it's going to be about there.
What date did we do the turtle on last? We've done the turtle before, haven't we?
We have.
So, okay. What date was it? Can you remember?
I can't.
We'll find out. We'll find out. If Anna Sewing Nut's watching, she'll let us know.
So that wing's in then.
Okay.
With that overlap, and
so
do the same.
Don't cut that excess wing off that's inside. You're leaving that in there, are you?
Yes. So do that other side, and we've left it open at the back, so this wing will fit in between the back body pieces. Right. And when they're stitched together, bring these edges of wings together and just catch them with a scant 1/4 of an inch. Should I carry on and do it?
Yeah, carry on doing that, because we've done the turtle before, and we've never done these before. We can advise people where to go to do the turtle. We'll start the turtle, don't worry, we'll start, but I just think we've never done these before, so we might as well do a proper, full-on demonstration of these.
I have got some part-made turtles as well, so...
Of the turtle?
Yeah. Just going to move the wing out of the way, but I don't want it to fold or to get a tuck in it at all. Yeah. So if I turn this the right way out, you'll see it's got quite, and it can stay like this, it's got quite a wide body.
Yes.
But to give it a bit of shape.
Oh, but you know what? You know, I said about, if you didn't stuff the body, you could use that as part of your quilt as well, couldn't you? If you know what I mean? If you didn't want to stuff it, you want to use them flat on a piece of fabric to create a quilt effect, you could still get this far. Yes. Not put any stuffing in the body, and then it would be flat against the fabric, wouldn't it?
It would. Okay, so I'll just stitch those together, and this creates that internal shaping. So if you look now, it sort of narrows that body down.
Have you done that on another animal then, or did you just...
No, this is the first one I've done it on. But I really like, because it then makes the wings set into the side of the body more.
Yes, definitely.
You could, to make it easier to close back, sew that little bottom bit together.
Yeah.
That's which I'll do. But or you could close by hand right to the very bottom.
Hannah's got a date where we did the turtle, so you can always watch the turtle full demonstration. 27th of July last year.
Was it that long ago?
Blimey. I remember it being on the table outside. Oh.
And then tie knots in the antenna and just trim It's an angle.
Oh. Have they got knots at the end of their antenna? Oh, they're eyes, aren't they?
I don't know whether they're eyes.
Because there's some insects out there that have got eyes at the end of their antennas. Oh, no, it can't have because you've got them there.
Yeah, but this one definitely
This has got two sets of eyes. We're not butterfly experts. Now, I wonder what the name is for somebody who studies butterflies. There'll be some...
And then stuff the body.
I don't know. I've got no idea.
And I do the face before I close the body. I'll grab some stuffing. So when you stuff it...
Toy stuffing's not in your kit, but you can either buy it on the web or presuming... Because every time we do a kit like this, there's some stuffing you'll have lots left over, we're imagining.
And when you stuff as well, you'll have to feed stuffing into that front channel.
Oh, yes, because
as well as the back one.
It's funny, as you stuff that in, its wings are going like that.
Trying to escape. And then I'll stuff the head portion, although I could stuff the whole body, really, of this one, because I still can get in through the back. I've doubled over, I halved the thread to 3 strands, but then doubled it over through the eye of the needle, so it's back to a 6-strand thickness. Does that make sense?
Yeah, why didn't you just use 6 strands?
Because if I use 6 strand and I don't double it over, I've got 12 pulling through at the eye of the needle.
Okay, you're right, you're right.
Whereas this is...
Well, we've got Irene coming up in about 20 minutes with us. We've done that for you.
And then by going in through the opening at the back, then I've got a knot held inside the body, and then just embroider.
The eyes are embroidered, they're not knots then?
Well, they're knots, and then I've built them up a little bit more with extra stitches over the top, because they can get lost a little bit in this sort of fabric. But should I demonstrate my colonial knot, which I usually use for eyes?
Please.
I should have got a bigger needle. Hold the needle.
Yeah, we're with you.
Horizontally above the eye. Take the thread from front to back to the right. I'll start that again.
The other way around. Start again.
Front to back to the right.
What?
And then front to back over.
Oh, okay.
And then pop that through, bring the needle out where the other eye will be.
To the other eye. Oh, I don't think I've done a colonial knot before then, because I was thinking, oh, she's gone a bit cack-handed with that, trying to go that way. So you go once at the back and once at the front of the needle?
Yes.
Okay.
And then that's the eye.
Oh, study of butterflies is Lepidopterist. Lepidopterist. That's Jelly and Ice Cream and Barbara have let me know. Oh, and Lynn as well. Debs is Jelly and Ice Cream full of useful information.
His little face, and then, yes, hand.
If you were going to make a mobile, would you then put the ribbon or something coming from the top of that gap up along, like an elastic to it or something like that?
I think it out about 1/2 inch from the top.
Oh, okay.
And I'd have the ribbon, because then it wouldn't be quite straight. It'd sort of be looking down a little bit. So if you were looking up at it, if you were a little one, you'd sort of see the wings.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Let's move on. Denise, oh my goodness, I'm having a chill-out morning in bed, and I'm wetting myself. You make me laugh, Denise in Chester. I thought we'd been quite subdued today, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
Whereabouts? Denise, we had this conversation before. I lived on Lakes Lane for years. Well, I didn't. My pet family did. Right, turtle.
Turtle. I'll start with the...
Oh, I was about to just throw that to one side.
No, that's its shell.
Now, remember, there's enough in your bundle to do at least 2 turtles and 2 butterflies. We are going to do as much of this demo as we can, but it was on the 27th of July last year. Put in YouTube, go to YouTube, put in second quarter, 27th of July 2017. This will come up, and you can scan through the hours. Right.
OK, this is not the greatest background, is it, for green?
No. Never mind.
And this is the lower part of the face. And at that point, I make this piece. But it just gives it a little bit of a
So that's this bit here, is it?
Yes. So I'm going to start at the back, sew up to here, and then pivot round.
Yeah. Just to create, so the first thing you do is create that seam there for the face. But then it carries on along here, the seam, doesn't it? Or is that the same seam?
It's the same seam. This is the corner.
Oh, yes, you've got a pivot on there, so that'll be where the mouth stops and the cheekbone starts.
Yeah, so I'm going to sew up to that point. Pause with the needle down. Needle, only a little clip.
Yeah.
And it just means that that will flex a little bit better. So push that fabric round so it's not folded into a tuck.
So you're just doing half a face at the moment, aren't you?
This is just half a face, yeah. From it doesn't look as cheerful.
No, well, no,
but he will
this
do.
one looks sad. If you're...
Oh.
You look sad like that. They're smiling. Says anyone studying anything that flaps its wings, flaps its. You don't. Right. Okay.
Okay, and there's a little dart at the top of the head.
Yes. Yeah.
Just give it a bit of shape.
Try to get yours to match.
So I'll.
Oh, she missed that one.
Does that not match? There we go. And then this is the piece that looks odd.
Yes. Which bit's out?
Like that.
Oh, okay.
So it is a bit of an odd shape.
Yeah.
And even I have to look at it twice to make sure I'm putting the head on the right way. On this short edge here. There is a picture in the pattern, but it just stitches around that curve.
Picture. So is that tummy mane fabric, that one?
It's flippers. Did I call them flippers in the pattern?
In here they're called flippers, yeah.
Pocket.
Yeah. I'm glad you know.
In a little minute. So I'll pivot there.
This one.
I think so.
Yes.
Only because the butterfly, all the pieces are
Right. Looks like it's got two heads at the moment.
It does look a bit like it's got. The flippers.
So then what's next? V-shaped notches around the curves. Because they look like little... I had pixie boots like that in 1978.
I loved my...
Wimbledon.
There we go.
Okay.
Leave it.
Now, I was thinking, oh, well, we could be really naughty. I thought, oh no, poor old Chris, no. They got
You want those into the seam allowance.
very bit. Could you make that out of?
I think this is the first time I've used.
You see a lady who'd made 2 of you.
I think this is the first time I've used. I love you.
Yeah. But
Less. Join the shell to the body around the outer edge of the shell. So this, you can start at the middle. I might do this. But piece just
when you
but piece just
when you
almost straight go. Oh, in the pattern I say start in the centre. So I've done one side and then pin this first if it's easier. Pin this first if it's easier. The flippers are in this seam with the bottom part. And the tail doesn't go in yet. Not at this point.
Okay.
Showing very
Got doing the as well.
I've not done the frogs on here before.
So that's I'm not in tomorrow, but you know. So it is all just banter. I just need to put that because otherwise I'll be getting all sorts of messages. Thank you, Joe. Oh, thank you. I need those back from you. Wrong. You need to know, and I'm going to tell you and the stock situation. Oh, you found it. Why don't you just ring the call centre and ask for the purple one? It's upstairs. You get all the fabric, 2.5 meters of fabric, thread, embroidery thread, a fat quarter of the thing, and both patterns. That one's called Pink. If you want that one, ring the call centre. And then this one here is Sunny, is it called? Sunny, that one's called. Right, and I've got a really, really lovely here, but quick hello. Her name is Lucy. Lily. Ever so much for that. Brilliant, brilliant. Right.
Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts. On Wednesday, the 18th of April, will be showing us how to make a Paris star quilt designed by Lynn Goldsworthy and first seen on the cover of today's Quilter magazine. Will be here to give us her expert quilting tips 7-8.
Today start with the needle at the wrong side of the fabric coming through to the front. Back the fabric itself. And then the length of your prick stitch could be entirely up to you. So I'm going to make it quite a large one so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going through the fabric and then I'm going to come back again, taking a couple of keep the line. There we
Love Patchwork and Quilting is the best-selling modern quilting magazine that shares your passion. Every issue comes with a free gift.
Jo will be debuting her frog for the first time live on air. This adorable character has goggly to add the finishing touches to your frog, and we've got everything you need to make this little hopping character part of your
I love. Drops in now and then with her gadgets, and then she flies off on her broom. The graphics are all broken. The only way you can buy them is by ringing the call centre. If you're watching on the repeat, it might be fixed by the moment. If you're watching live at 11:03 on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, indeed, I know.
Friday the 13th, right? If you're watching at 11:03 on Friday the 13th, the only way you can buy this is by ringing. But if, say, you're watching in 4 hours' time, which will be 3 o'clock on Friday the 13th, it might our call centre number. It's completely and utterly for free, and it's down the road.
Okay,
I've
then. Always wanted
I'll
to
come
do
nearer,
that.
shall I?
It even suits you. It's just, instead of fumbling and fussing, looking for pins and needles, there they are, on our person.
And one of these. There's a graphic in. I didn't think we were getting graphics. $4.99. Size, because first of all, I'm always terrified that I'm going to jab myself. You're not going to do that with this one, are you?
Yeah, and it can be a bit more organised. If you want shorter, I tend to keep the shorter pins at one side and the long. So that was single thread. Double thread, equal length at either side.
Yeah.
Same thing, same loop. If it doesn't catch it, we just move it, do it again. Pull that a little way through and stop. And that's the loop that most ladies need for their cross stitch to start.
Okay.
So they actually go
cross stitching.
Yeah, so they go through that loop, through the material and through the loop. Yeah. So that was Is that
what you've done with? You've brought some your cross stitching with you.
Yes, it is cross stitch, isn't it?
So we could do single thread, normal thread, double thread, normal thread.
Yeah.
What's this?
This is glitter thread. What do we call it?
Lame. What do they call it? Metallic.
Thank you. I just lost the word for a moment.
I'm not being given any help from upstairs. I'm flying solo here.
So I didn't mention, I've laid that there double because it's a bit more springy and difficult to handle. So same thing.
So you don't need to keep holding the thread down here outside. It's come through. I can do that without my glasses.
You're very good then. Now that's double. So what I didn't say before, if we wanted single, we'll pull one in.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Again? Or
again. You're driving all this way just to do
one thread. Got to do the invisible in a minute. I've put it there double. It's not necessary. Shall we try to do it single?
Did you do it? Did you do it double last time?
Yes, I did, because I want to make. Is it?
Yeah,
is it there? So that was single.
Yeah.
But
that's fantastic, because you'd think that the pushy through thing would actually separate the metallic threads.
Yeah, but it really doesn't.
Okay. So that's metallic.
Right.
We single and double.
Yeah.
Now you need your glasses.
We have to find the invisible thread.
Oh, no.
Again, I've lost it again. So I have brought a spare one.
Okay.
I had it there waiting, but...
I found it last time. No.
Anyway,
we're looking for invisible thread, Hannah. It's like a joke.
Sorry.
Right, okay.
Definitely double.
Right.
Definitely double. Otherwise, we can't see it at all. And definitely with the glasses. So I'm just kind of guiding it through, because it takes a couple of attempts, but it is there. isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Loop is there, so that means double.
Yeah.
Again, if we wanted single, we'd pull one out.
Now, what happens if you want to put a beading needle? Because a lot of the time they use invisible thread to do like crystal beads and everything.
I've got that now. Shall we do that now?
No.
I've got that.
Sorry, I didn't want to spoil your demonstration, but...
Not really very orderly, you know.
No.
Right, now the last time we did 4.
And when would you use for... Oh, different
blending.
colours. Yeah, blending.
For blending.
So you've got a blue one, a pink one, and a purple one. Have you? No, it's a...
And a white one.
A white one. So you've got 3 threads through there at the moment.
Now it's the same pretty small eye.
Just a normal needle.
And normally when we're doing blending, we'd have a bigger eye because it would be a proper long eye with a cross stitch, but this is just...
and you haven't got one of those today,
Well, I haven't, just trying to show off that it goes...
But no, it's gone wrong. You can't show off.
Oh, I'm doing them in stages, right?
It takes them through one at a time.
Well, this is only because the eye is so small. On a bigger eye, they would have gone through together. Now, they should all be there, but to prove it, or to test it rather, there's a little metal bar there. I don't know if you can see the bar.
Yeah.
So by holding this button across, if the needle doesn't come up, then it's definitely done, Okay. So then I tend to straighten them out, and then we have 3 in that tiny eye.
Now, how much these? They're $5.99. If you've already got one for yourself, how about getting them for a present for somebody else? Especially somebody... the older you get, it's, you know, it's more difficult to see, isn't it?
Mature, John, not old.
I'm told. Oh, no, that's not right. Anyway.
So, now, what I usually forget to show, so I'm going to do that while I remember, when it comes unthreaded, which
So you're already doing your stitching and your needles come unthreaded.
Now, we can thread the needle.
Yes.
But you don't need me to tell you that we couldn't pull that through because it's attached to the work.
Yes.
However, a customer actually worked this out, that there's a gap in there because it's moulded in 2 halves, and that's where the thread comes when it's attached. So by taking that cap off, we're able just to sneak the thread back through that little gap there. And it was a lady in Scotland who worked that out and showed us. So consequently, I don't use that anymore. It doesn't serve any purpose other than to make it aesthetically look a bit better.
And to know which one's which, you don't take out. Well, so that's if you're halfway through stitching something, your thread comes out, so you take the little white top off, you do exactly the same as you did before, but you pull it up through the gap, in the thing. That's brilliant, because Hannah's always doing her... what's your hexes thing? English paper piecing, and she's always doing that.
Yeah, I do, because I'm a bit clumsy, and it's easily done, especially if you only have a little bit of thread left.
Exactly. So perfect.
Yeah, can we venture to the other side?
If you want to.
Yeah. Can't wait, really.
Would this be a beading needle?
No, beading needle in that side. We can do the beading needle now.
No, come back to that.
Yeah, okay, it's just I've got them in order. Trying to have them in order. Well, my kind of order.
Yes.
Shall we show it on ribbon?
Yes.
Naturally a bigger needle.
So is that like a darning needle?
Yes, it is.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I'll just show you the bars, if I may.
Yes.
I'll keep it on the table. Oh, I'm blocking it though, aren't I?
What you doing?
So I'm trying to show that this bar here is lower down and thicker.
Yeah.
And the little one forward. Yeah.
But you're never going to have to do that. That's just to show us the difference in the bar.
And if it doesn't work in one side, it works in the other. So I think that's okay. Needle in there. Slide. Again, check it if you wish, but I tend not to.
Yeah.
Pull that through and take the needle. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And that's silk ribbon.
Yes. How wide a ribbon could you go up to?
Pass.
How many years have you been doing this?
Only 25.
Yes.
Double that, I guess. If you fold it, in fact, now that you're saying it,
Okay.
We'll bring much more.
Graphics are now working, so we'll get rid of these pretend ones, and we'll bring in the real ones. We'll put the needle thread through, and then I'll just reintroduce this in a second, Right. You can now buy them on the web. You can now buy them on the web at $5.95. The automatic needle threader for all types of needles with Irene, $5.95.
Now this organza stuff, it's just misted in actual fact, so I'm just going to check it.
Yeah.
There we are.
Brilliant.
Okay.
What's that then? You just put through that organza ribbon?
Organza ribbon.
I'm surprised it doesn't punch a hole in things like organza, does it? But I suppose it's not.
You've got a point there. Yeah, I never, not to my knowledge, I've never done that.
No?
But I just, if you're in doubt, just do it really slowly.
Gently, yeah, exactly. What's that?
Have have to pass on that one as well.
That's corded. Isn't that corded? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's like a corded thread, if you look. It's like a plaited thread. I don't know if you can actually see that.
It's very effective, that.
I've not seen... You've not brought this one with you before.
Haven't I?
No.
Oh, you see. And just kind of feed it through because it could split, as you mentioned. So make sure that it's all through and then take the needle.
I am listening. It's just we can get messages now, Irene. People can tell us what they think of you. Yeah. Hello, peeps. Great show this morning. I should have gone swimming, watching you instead. Fabulous. That's Pam in Cheshire. Thank you, Pam, my love. Right.
This is kind of cord come string on it and a slightly different needle, well, a very different needle, an upholstery needle. Got it.
That's good for Hannah's going to cover a chair because that's an upholstery needle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, if you're watching on the web, we had a bit of an issue at the beginning, and you might not be able to see there was no. This is Irene. She always comes every. How often do you come back? Once a month? Once every 6 weeks? Brings her gadgets with her. This is a fantastic needle thread. You haven't been able to buy it till now, but, today because the graphic's been playing up. But you can now. And we've just shown what we've shown is a straightforward needle with normal thread, a straightforward needle with double thread. We showed invisible thread, we showed all sorts of things, and then we moved on to this one, which is needles with bigger eyes. So we've done an upholstery needle, we've done a ribbon needle, and we've done a plaited, beaded. If there's anything you want to see, just let us know. Just let us know, and we'll do it. Oh, we've also shown you that if you're halfway through stitching, you can also, like, if you're halfway through the stitching like this, and you suddenly go, oh, my needle's come out. We'll show you that one again in a second. Irene can show you that one again in a second. Right, where are you up to now? What are you doing
Shall we
next?
do that now? Because my brain
then.
doesn't function that well. We take the cap off. It's attached to the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's physically stuck there.
But you've taken the little white cap off the top.
Taken the cap off. Oh, that's bent. Have you been
I've got hot
interfering with
hands.
my needle?
Right,
and then,
look,
look,
how'd you get it out?
Then we're just tugging, look, take the two threads and the needle together, and you're just pulling it through the slit there where it's actually...
And do you think when they designed it with a split in on purpose?
Well, it's certainly not in the instructions.
So, well, in that case, no. That's a
it really was
that lady from Scotland was watching. Yeah, OK. Well, what else have you got?
We were going to do wool.
Yes.
And the biggest eye needle I could find, really. But again, feed it through because it could split. And be really, really firm when you're pulling it through. Okay?
Perfect.
Now, the nasty one, the beading needle you asked me for, didn't you?
Yeah, have you got one?
Yes.
Beading needles are very, very, very fine. And if you've got hot hands like me, they bend all over the place, don't they?
Now, this is the most tricky one because they're very fine and they tend to move all over the place. What I usually do is a check, and by that I mean checking that when I slide that little button, when the bar comes through, if the needle doesn't move upwards, which clearly did, it's missed it, there's no point in putting the thread there.
No.
So this time it's engaged, so I've got it more or less in the right position.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the same again. Still might have missed it, and I think it has. So
that came through that time.
That came through, but I don't think it got it. So I'm holding it again and checking it. This time it's got it.
Yeah.
And the more you use the tool, the more you realise you'll feel when it's got it. Okay, so that is with beading thread.
And also the beading needle is so fine. Yeah. It's incredible, isn't it?
That's a size 10. It will do an 11 and it struggles on a 12.
Okay.
It will do a 12,
but
you need a little bit more patience. Full instructions, I forgot to mention. That comes folded neatly in its little box.
Perfect.
And when you've finished with it, you store it away. And that's an integral needle case there, that tube.
To
actually store your needles in there. They used to give a couple of needles, but for cost-cutting reasons,
they just come in red then? There's no other colours?
Only in red, which is such a practical colour, really.
Well, you won't lose it, will you?
That's for sure.
Is that why your glasses are red?
Reddish.
Right, OK. So that's that. We can come back to that in a minute because we've got 2 more gadgets. But for those of you who missed the beginning of the show, this is new from Irene, this one. Now, it's a pincushion that you wear on your wrist. Now, I mentioned that it was much bigger than a wrist pincushion that I've ever seen before, and I said, well, that's quite good, because what you could do is you could keep your shorter pins here, your needles there. It holds a lot more, doesn't it? But it's just a kind of ideal thing for your workroom. If you don't want a pin cushion, because like if you're working in different parts of your room and everything, you don't want to have to be taking your pin cushion everywhere you go. Or if you're doing a fitting, then you haven't got to then take the box of pins with you. They're all there ready, aren't they?
They are.
Very good present as well. How many sleeps is it till Christmas? I know, I shouldn't think about that.
Depressing thought,
right.
John.
Okay, so we've done that, and we've done that. What else have you brought?
Shall we talk about the other kind of pin cushion?
Oh, yes, please.
Namely the magnetic bowl.
Yes.
And it is ideal in that it will attract them at the bottom because the large magnet is there, but you just literally just drop the pins and needles in
You didn't
there.
bring the carousel of pins again this time, did you?
I did.
Oh, because look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. If you have a carousel, you know that you normally get free from a magazine or something like that. The magnet is at the bottom, so you could just attach your pins to the bottom. But now this is going to hold anything that's, well, as you can see, you've got Irene shed in here, you've got a cup hook, you've got staples. What's that there? Is that a mouse trap? Oh no, that's the inside of a peg.
It's amazing the things that they just seem to find themselves in there. That's my hair grip that you were at pains to show everyone.
A hair grip? Is that when you used to have coloured hair? Now you've got it in grey. It doesn't work so much, does it? What I also love is, let's just make sure there's nothing in here that I shouldn't have in here. If you've got one of these, like in your garage or something like that, look at this. You could store, this is a test because that one's really full.
You might lose a few.
The top ones aren't going to hold. Hang on. There's a few at the top. The 5p pieces. There you go. Look. Oh, that was all the things that gather at the bottom of your, well, in your shed or anywhere like that, they can just all be kept. And if you've got a metal shelf, you could stick the bowls to the shelf. Yeah, if you're working on the car. Or, oh, I don't know if would you have it on the front of your fridge? You could do.
On the radiator.
On a radiator, yeah. Don't have pins on the front of your fridge. Also, don't do what I did. When I moved into my house in Twickenham, it came with a fridge, and really posh. And I was like, oh, so I bought all that poetry in magnets, you know, all that. And the front of the fridge was plastic, and it wouldn't stick.
Oh, not good.
And it was what that posh make. It was that posh make I was expecting. So now these are brilliant because they're how much? $4.95 each, and well, they're just basically what they.
Well, yeah, and they're indestructible. I mean, they really do go on forever, and they match the needle thread.
And your glasses, yeah, exactly. What else could you? I'm just thinking, is next door. Oh, I didn't tell you about my next door neighbours. They're just the best next door neighbours. My shower room leaked and the ceiling fell in my kitchen, right?
Nice.
Went away to York to work for 2 days. Came back and my next door neighbours fixed it. He's put a whole plasterboard and everything. And I'm so lucky. I can't tell you how lucky I am.
Very lucky.
Anyway, I can't. If you buy them a present, they get angry if you do anything. So no, I won't buy them a present. He in his garage has got one of those. He's like used to be an engineer sort of thing, and so he's got all sorts of gadgets. These would be brilliant, wouldn't they? He's got like my dad used to do, like coffee jars, and you screw the top to the underside of the shelf, and then you screw the. But these, because everything's there, isn't it?
He needs them, John.
And different sizes. He can put all his different size grommets or whatever. I don't know what they are all called. Do you have grommets? Is a grommet? No, is not a grommet not a thing?
Ask Wallace.
It's a what?
Ask Wallace, I said.
Yes. What? Washers, Hannah says. Aren't washers rubber? Oh, I'm confused now. Anyway, what do you use yours for at home then?
This is mine from home.
Is that yours from home? I thought you'd nice, neat and tidy.
No, a little more orderly. I have one for paper clips and one for nuts and screws.
One for what?
Paper clips. Always keep one for paper clips, yeah. And drawing pins, I keep separate.
Yes.
But the rest I tend to just throw in.
I haven't got another message. Right. Message to Sarah. Hello, Irene, she says. I bought these and what you're going to show next, the telescopic, for her mechanic son, and they are perfect for him because he uses them at work.
There we are.
See, so it's not just for girls, for sewing and everything, it's for boys, everything. I just think, I mean, yes, I'd have my, underneath my pin board, above my desk, I'd have all my drawing pins in it and everything, because they go everywhere. And here, when we have to pin things on the wall here, every morning someone's going, where are the pins? Where are the pins? If we had one of these on the side of the thing there, we could just keep them in there, couldn't we? In fact, you need to leave one for us. Yes. Right, let's move on then to the telescopic thing.
Also a magnet.
Right.
Retractable.
Right.
And very, very strong.
Right.
Strong, physically strong and powerful too.
Right.
So it's up to 8 pounds in weight it will pick up. Although most...
8 pounds? Oh, be careful.
Most of us use it for picking up needles and pins.
Yeah. Well, hang on, just do that again. Let's have a look at the end of that. It's quite a powerful magnet, isn't it? Look.
So we could take a few things from the tray, maybe.
What, take them actually out of the tray?
Shall we?
Go on then. Oh, I thought you meant it will take them out for you.
Oh, well, it would do that too, but...
Oh, yes, it will, it will.
Just the magnet's quite powerful.
Magnet gets magnet, though, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, be careful.
I will.
So you got the mouse trap in there and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's 8 pounds then? Hang on, I've got to try. Say, pick up 8 pounds.
We think that's 3 kilos, don't we?
Do we?
Well, I always think of bags of sugar, 2 pounds.
I don't buy sugar anymore.
No, maybe that's what I should give up.
Well, listen, I have given up, but I'm still old heifer. Right, so what have you got that's heavier then that you can pick up?
Scissors.
Or snips.
Where are your big scissors?
I know, normally we've got big scissors out, haven't we?
Screwdriver.
Okay.
Not likely to have a spoon in your sewing kit, but
no.
They get in inaccessible places.
In your kitchen and you drop that on the floor, you're like, oh, you can just kind of go.
Absolutely. And if it goes underneath a cabinet or somewhere.
Yes, that's more sensible. If something goes, you drop it and it goes under, or so something rolls. If you're screwing or you're putting in picture hooks and everything, it rolls underneath or behind the radiator. Well, you have to be careful behind the radiator because this would be attracted to the radiator as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
if you've got metal radiators.
That'd be okay.
And what's this bit here for then? Is that so you can keep it in your pocket or something?
I keep that in my handbag in the little compartment there.
Oh.
Or on a jacket pocket.
Okay, I've got Hannah's keys here.
She has a lot of keys, doesn't she?
Hannah, is that a bottle opener? Where's the, oh, you've taken the other one off. What's that there? Oh, that's cute. It's like a ice cream, it's a rocket ice cream, I think. Should have a rude thing on there. When we did this the first time, we used Jay's key and it had all sorts of stuff on it. I just think that's fantastic. Yeah. And as you say, it's really, you'd think, oh, it's going to be really flimsy. It's got bendability because you obviously don't want it to be rigid, but it's going to pick up heavy weights, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh. You spotted my key. Oh, there. That's just what we needed, isn't it, John?
Oh, look! You can't see this at home. I've got the metal trolley and I'm pulling the metal trolley along with it. Oh, that's fantastic. Right, I'll give it back because otherwise I'll be playing with it all day. What's that? £4.95 and a must-have, really, isn't it?
At least one.
Yes, exactly. At least I'd have to have one in every room. So we've done the pin cushion, we've done the needle threader, we've done the magnetic bowl, and we've now done the telescopic. I just think that's brilliant. Let's tidy up, shall we, before you go? Oh, they go to your side. They go over there, don't they?
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't really matter.
Do it what? I'll put that there with my cake. Oh, now, the only trouble is if you want to just put it with your cake, how do... Oh, there we go. There we go. Right. Okay, what do you want to do, Hannah, next? It would be helpful if she switched me on. Oh, pincushion's limited already.
I don't know how many we had. I think it's the way you were wearing it, John.
No, I think it's you. I think I also like the fact that it's a nice plush pink colour and everything with the big button in the middle. But whereabouts? Oh, here you go. It's thick enough. A pin's not going to go. Even the longest quilting pin's not going to go through there, is it? No. When I first used one, I did get into the habit of pushing into the sides like that because I was always terrified it was going to go through into my thing. But it is limited. Are you leaving that one with us now?
I might consider it. No, I think I'll leave it.
I'll give you a fiver for it. Irene, it's always a pleasure, and you're never here long enough, really. But let's just go through that. So that's the wrist pin cushion for £4.99. This brilliant, which is limited stock now, by the way, limited stock. This brilliant needle threader. Always popular, always flies out the door. It's been very, very popular today. £5.95. Let me just show it goes in. Ooh, there you go. It goes in there like that. Put it away. We also had the metallic bowls filled with gorgeousness. You don't get the fillings, obviously. You just get the bowls. So they're the magnetic bowls. £4.95. Is everything yours? £4.95. And then we've got, oh, there it is. I picked up the screwdriver. The magnetic, what do they call it? Telescopic.
Pickup tool.
Pickup tool. Oh, they're not metal, obviously. You're
What? This little thing?
Oh, no, it is that end.
We don't talk about those needles.
I'd be really annoyed with this. If I was in an office, I'd be going around everyone's desk going, is that magnetic? Is that magnetic? £4.95. I've got to let you go home now because I've got fabrics to do. I did tell the story that the show is called Irene's Gadgets and Fabric, and you were like, I haven't got any fabric. I'm not bringing any fabric.
I did panic a little bit, I have to say.
So, have you come up specially to be with us today?
Yes, of course I have. All the way.
But normally you can pop in when you're local, don't you?
No, there aren't any exhibitions in
Birmingham
Birmingham
at the moment. Today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you Utopster today, tomorrow and Sunday.
No, I'm at Excel next week.
So, are you? In London, Excel?
Yeah. And then Belfast.
Oh, you don't have to get around, don't you? Is it like a little community or the little...
Yeah, it tends to be the same exhibitors.
Same old people, same old. Anyway, I've got to go. Irene,
thank you, John.
It's always a joy. Thank you so much, and she's gorgeous, isn't she? We are going to try and get more gadgets from her as time goes by, but these are so popular. The quilt behind me, the cupcakes, is very, very, very popular. It's just the pattern for that. Oh, everything's gone from my trolley. I put it in my trolley. It's gone from my trolley. It was in my trolley. It's gone. The pattern, don't worry, Irene. The pattern for that, £8. It's just a pattern, but you also get pattern for bunting and for a cushion pattern as well. Lovely, isn't it? Right, I've got some brand new fabrics. Got some brand new fabrics. See, Chris is his own worst enemy. Tidies up so quickly. Anyway, brand new fabrics. I've got it in a... Now, there's 2 lots of fabrics. 2... Oh... Now, did Laura give you the information I asked for these? Oh, OK, we'll have a look, we'll have a look. They're all Lewis and Irene. Not that Irene, unless you... Have you got a friend called Lewis? Is your man that makes rope, is he called Lewis? You could come and do a double act, couldn't you? It's one of her boyfriends, but anyway. This is the first mega bundle here. This is from the Mindful range, and you can see why, can't you? What we've bought these 5 different fabrics. I'll show you here. We've got this one. We are going to be selling them individually as well in a second, but you get ½ metre of each in this mega bundle. So you get the lovely blue butterfly one. You get this gorgeous, like, concentric circles, is it called, one there, in the yellow. You also get that one in the pink and blue. And you also get that one in the blue, green, and yellow. And then this one's lovely, this beautiful, beautiful blue daisy one. So you get ½ metre of each of those fabrics for £29, and that's a really good price, isn't it? Because Lewis and Irene fabrics are gorgeous. Remember they brought you the peacock. Now this fabric is the same weight as the peacock fabric. This, if you bought the peacock. If you've bought a Spectrum Solid, it's that weight. It's the weight of the Spectrum. Really, really gorgeous, gorgeous cotton. So that's the mega bundle for £29 and £49 if you just happen to want ½ metre of each of them. But they're brand new today. I'm also going to bring them to you by the ½ metre. Right, this is, now what I'm going to do is I've got a metre here. So if you want this, if you want exactly what I've got in my hand, that's 2 units. That's 2 units. It wasn't on this one, it was on the house, the next range. No, they're not the same. Oh, yes, sorry. Gorgeous. Oh, I like it. Oh, sorry, Mike, can you just say it from a distance again? Look, it looks really lovely. I can see dolphins in there. And there aren't dolphins in it, but I'm seeing dolphins in there. This is Lewis and Irene, butterflies on teal. Now, I'm not seeing any teal. I'm seeing powder blue, cornflower blue, amethyst. And then it's got kind of mandalas, hasn't it? Gorgeous mandalas in there as well. Oh yeah, lovely yoga mat or bag to go to yoga in. A yoga mat cover, I was going to say, not a yoga mat. Hannah's got a new yoga mat, $5.99. Oh, did you not buy that orange one? I saw you with an orange and pink yoga mat, didn't I? Oh, she didn't get that one. $5.99. She says she'll just use an old one from the place where she goes. I love this. This is such a lovely, really, really lovely. Let me just read if there's anything else I need to tell you. It's gorgeous. It's Threaded with Love, it's called. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it a gorgeous fabric? Now, I don't know if it's meant to be, but it's like kind of peaceful, isn't it? I wonder if that's why they called it the mindful range, because it's very, very peaceful, isn't it? And then, yeah, look at this. If you're a selvage collector, look at this, right? Look at the normally it's just circles, aren't there, with the different colours in. This one's got butterflies in it. Can't wait to see what the others have got. $5.99. $5.99. Do what? Yeah, I've said that, mate. If you want this, you have to order 2 units, yeah. That's lovely, isn't it? That's so relaxing. I'm seeing bedrooms, or I'm seeing a spa room, or a massage. If you do, you know, kind of reflexology or something like that, or, you know, healing or something. I'm imagining that's there. Right, now these remind me of people's auras now, these ones, because of the colours. They're my own opinion. My own opinion. Yes, you can have your hole in your aura plugged with non-invasive colour in acupuncture. Now, it's funny, I said, I wonder what the colours are on the butterflies on this as well. Look on the selvage. You've only got 3 of them on this one. Hang on, there might be another one later on. But anyway, this again is a metre. 44 inches wide. I like this one. This is my favourite one. Now, this reminds me of Dina Designs. A bit like Dina Designs, isn't it? Lewis and Irene, mosaic circles in yellow. £5.99. Hannah's just done one of little Paul's quotes. £5.99. If Paul's watching home, it's yellow, Paul. I like it. I love it. Because if you look at it carefully, you've got the soft yellow dots as the background. And then in the circles, you've got darker yellow, you've got an apple green, you've got a sky blue, you've got a lilac, you've got a coral. 'Tis like a rainbow. I can sing a rainbow. Oh, actually, look, I can show you the colours that are in it. I'm just going to move it. Look. You see, there's all the colours in it. Cute, aren't they? From the mind frame. It's funny because we've had butterflies, then Jo did her butterfly earlier. Oh, the butterflies, very spiritual butterflies, aren't they? In my opinion. Well, it's only because, you know, like if you talk about, you know, different thoughts, holistic-y thoughts, we all have different beliefs, don't we? Right, so that's the one in yellow. Now, this one's called Mosaic Circles in pink. Now, this is reminding me of one of my nan's old dresses. Like a vintage, it's almost vintage, isn't it, look? And yes, they're very Tilda-esque colours, those, aren't they? Well, I can show you the selvage. Look. Is that me wobbling or the camera? Must be me. I think it's me. I think it's lovely. Oh, and I've got butterflies on my shirt as well today. How weird. That's very strange, isn't it? Hannah's got butterflies in her tummy. She's excited that she might get a date one day. They went speed dating this week, didn't you, Hannah? Oh, she's gone quiet on me now. No, you've been speed dating this week with your Karen, your flatmate, and little Paul, right? Hannah and Karen just got drunk and had a good time and met loads of new friends, you know, like not dates, like the girls. The girls are all fabulous. They all just got on really, really well. Little Paul got a little bit, you know, like he does. He'll be planning the wedding, you know what I mean? Oh, this is nice. Oh, look at the, let me show you the selvage first, Look. Aren't they? They're lovely colours, aren't they? Oh, do you know what? I'm thinking the yellow one was my favourite. Oh, all three of them are nice. You see, I'd mix all three of those. You can't do circle patchwork, really, can you? Yeah. Were they full circles? They were little quarter circles, weren't they? Anyway. They did, now hang on, didn't Lucy do one this week with circles in it, with Vicky, didn't she? They had like the compass quilt, didn't they? Is it 4 quarters put together to make a circle in the middle? Oh, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? That's some lovely fabrics as well, didn't it, that one? Anyway. Now, again, this is very much like the mandala. I don't know why I went like that. I have no idea why I went like that. Now, the butterflies won't be so exciting. Oh, controversial. Oh, it has. It's only got 2 butterflies on this one, look. Because the white one's invisible, isn't it, you see? Where's that? Oh, that colour's in the centre, and then that colour's the background. Obviously, white is the main flower. Oh, I think that's lovely as well, look. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's all very, it does feel, the whole thing feels very calming, doesn't it? That's what I'm saying, mindful. From Lewis and Irene, I like that one. Let me just put my hand in there so you can see the size of the... Oh, what? What's an eye pillow? You mean like the ones with lavender in it that you put in the microwave? Oh, okay. What do you do with it then? Sorry about this, everyone at home. Hannah would make, it's like an eye mask, but she's put beads in it or something like that to make it slightly heavier. Do you know what you could put in it? We've got those walnut shells with lavender in them. That'd be nice. And it's slightly weighted on your eye. Just be careful how heavy you make it, though. And they're called eye pillows. What shall I like that? Oh, she got one for Karen because she doesn't like her. Oh, the light. Sorry, I thought she said I didn't like her. Right. Whole bundle, £5.99 for half a metre. You can get the whole bundle. Oh, I'm peckish. I'm right peckish now. There you go. Mega bundle. Oh, I've got a complimentary bundle as well, haven't I? Forgot about that. I'll get that one ready while you're looking at that bundle. Well done. Lots of people checking out on that bundle. Now, there it is, £29.49. Now, would you like a complimentary bundle? No, that sounds wrong because it makes it sound free, doesn't it? Complimentary bundle. A bundle that goes with it complements it very well. It's not complimentary, it's not free. Oh, no, it's not free. It's not complimentary, it's not free. Oh, I thought that was a policeman walking in then. Nothing like a policeman. Lewis and Irene, so mindful. Now, it's £15.99. It is not free. It just complements it. But look, let me put them together so you can see. Now, I'll put them in a different order, maybe. Bring that one up there. Oh, gosh, yes, I forgot. I was supposed to do the competition winner at 11, wasn't I? But because the computer went wrong. Yeah, there we go. So there you go, £15.99 for this bundle. It's a lovely bundle. It's like a sorbet bundle, I'd have called that myself. Nice, isn't it? I'll announce the winner of yesterday's competition at the end of the show, just so you know, at the end of the show, yeah. Right, I've got another new range. Got a totally another new range. Again, Lewis and Irene, this is the one I need the information on. Could you go and ask Laura if she got the information for me for this fabric? It's the house, home, what's it called, Hannah? Hans House range, that's right, Hans House range. I've got the mega bundle here, £29.49. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they lovely? They're very fresh, these, aren't they? Fresh. I have no, because there's a presenter on a certain channel and he calls lots of things fresh. He goes, fresh. When I was on the market stall, we didn't shout. It was Chester Market. I did fruit and veg, and then I got moved up to chickens, broilers, and cheese. And eggs. Anyway, this is the mega bundle. Shall we have a look at the different fabrics in here? We have this one, which is Hannah's favourite. Very essence of Dashwood, I'd say. Then I've got, I like these, look. That's nice, isn't it? £29.49. Then I've got the same one in red. Look at the one in red. These are available by the half metre as well in a second. I think you're right. Hens? It's not called hens, it's called hands. Okay, we'll look at that more. We'll look at that more closely. But Ginger Mike can see hens in that fabric. This is nice, nice 70s vibe. That one. Then look at this one, fresh, spring-like, gorgeous. Now, that's the mega bundle. You can also get them by the half metre. So this is obviously a metre that I'm wafting now. This one's, now, Hannah, why did you like this one so much and what are you going to make out of it? Well, it's because it's got the ochre colour in it, isn't it, that you like? Yeah. Is that it? Because it's got ochre in it. Now, isn't it funny on the telly, the print looks smaller than it does in real life. So let me just put my hand in. Lots of different symbols to fussy cut, Hannah's saying. So, let me go here and I can tell you how big the houses are. I feel like an estate agent now. 1 3/4 inches, that one. But the ochre one is 2 1/4. Nice, isn't it? Obviously, you go upstairs, so that there must be a basement in there, because the first floor's higher than your front door on that one. Because this one here is fine, you see. Oh, this one's got 3 floors as well, but I think that one will have very low ceilings. I don't know why I'm talking. We're not going inside, are we? Getting carried away. What else you got here? You've got feathers, you've got flowers. No chickens on this one. Hexes. You've got hexes, look. Hannah would, what would you make out of it before you beaded it then? She'd make a cushion and then put beads on it. So it wouldn't be a kind of cushion you could fall asleep on. These are nice. What are these lovely flowers here? They're cute, aren't they? Lots of motifs. I tell you what, this would look lovely in hexes. I mean, I know it's got hexes on, but if you were to do hexes, you could have ones with houses in the middle. You could have ones with the flower in the middle. You get lots of. Well, let me show you what half a metre's like, right? You see how much you'd get out of that if you were doing those 1 3/4 hexes out of that. And yeah, if there was big, like, remember the peacocks we had? If you were going to fussy cut the peacocks, there was a big gap between each of them. This one, you could do lots and lots and lots in a row, and you're going to hit something special each time, aren't you? Okay, let's move on. Then we've got the blue one. No, I like these patterns as well. Okay, is this the one with the chicken in it, Michael? Right, this is the blue one. Remember, this is a metre, so this is 2 units. We're going to play Spot the Chicken. Right, direct my finger then to the chicken. Okay. It's going to zoom in on the chicken. Okay, please help. Right, okay, so I'll put my finger into the... Where are you? Right, okay, which way? There. Apparently, that's a sitting down chicken, apparently. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He's obviously hungry. Oh, no, he's had that. Oh, no, he's been eating too much sugar, or he's had sugar all morning. He's been eating sugar, hasn't he? One of those... I love it. I can't see a chicken, to be honest, but then I couldn't see a peacock in the peacock, could I? So, not meant to have a chicken. It's blue floral. Han's house, or hen's house, if you want to call it a hen's house. I think that's lovely. That would make a gorgeous shirt, that one. You could make, you could do a quilted wall, Hannah. $5.99 for half meters. That's in the blue. Look at the time. I've got to get on. I've got 3 fabrics to do yet. Reds. This is Hannah's favourite, but don't let that put you off. She's very fickle. Can't see a chicken in that. Oh, yes, that'd be nice as one for one of Mandy. If you got some of this and did Mandy's cupcake quilt. Look. I've got to turn it this way because you can't see the chicken, so I'm going to turn it over. Be lovely for some of the patches on that cupcake quilt, wouldn't it? Do you want me to go up and point to point then? I think it would also be nice in the seaside, in the Brighton quilt as well. Anyway, that's the red one. Oh, hang on. Orange. No, orange. It's red. It's red. It's red. It's red. If you look at it, you would no way would you look at that. This is orange. This is orange. You know what I mean? It's red. Okay, moving on. Got 2 more. Got 2 more. You see, I quite like this one. I quite like this one in a funky sort of way. Oh yes, I've got my free bundle to go with this. Okay, there we go. Coloured flowers on white from the hen, not the hen collection, the Hands collection. Again, you could, oh, I think I've got the wrong way up. You could fussy cut it, you could do all sorts of things, and be nice in stripes as binding and things like that, wouldn't it? It's a lovely fabric. $5.99 for half meter, 100% cotton, machine washable. $5.99 for half a metre. Hannah thinks it's got the essence of all a Keeley. Okay, and then I've got this one, which is this is the fresh one, this one. Look. It's fresh, exciting. What's that song? It's beautiful to me. Fresh, exciting. Anyway, you're all too young to know what it is. This one's $5.99. This is the Lewis and Irene Trees. It's called Trees. No, it's multi-directional trees. Just having a look, see what inspiration I've got jumping from that one. Okay, now I've got that available as each individuals or as a mega bundle. Here's the mega bundle. There it is. Now we've also got a bundle of fabrics that complement these colours. I think little Paul chose this one. I love it as a bundle. There it is. And no, I love the bundle. Have a look at the bundle on its own first. They've got to call it a complimentary one, aren't they, again? It's not complimentary, it's £15.99. It just complements it really nicely. I might not use all of those colours with all of those, just so you know. These might be a bit heavy for these fabrics, but I do like them. Love that as a bundle, though. Love that as a bundle. £15.99. Oh, are we? What for? Oh, okay. Okay, right. So, a roundup of the day. Now, this is going to be a bit of a... Which one am I doing first? Yesterday, Natasha had a competition where if you bought something, your name went into the raffle, and if you bought 10 things, your name went in 10 times. If you bought one thing, your name went in once. All you had to do was buy something, right? And it went till 8 o'clock this morning, 7:59 this morning it was. So the winner of yesterday's competition, for no reason, just have one, is Lisa Wiskin. Lisa Wiskin, that bundle there with those fabrics and the box and the patterns, worth over £40. And the rest, look at all that, those are designer fabrics. That check fabric was £8.95 for half a metre. There's one, you know what I mean? There's loads. Way over £40, in my opinion. So well done, Lisa. That bundle will be winging its way to you very, very shortly. Now, the menu, you're going to be a bit shocked by the menu. I'm not in tomorrow, but look. 8 o'clock is Joe Carter's Dragon and Dinosaur. 9 o'clock is the 2 Sky quilt with Nicola Dodd, which is using gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics. Then at 10 o'clock, we've got Joe Carter's Fabulous Frogs, which I showed you earlier. Then at 11 o'clock, we've got the William Morris Merton quilt. That's the advert's going out for that, isn't it? That gorgeous, like a log cabin, but using the brand new William Morris range. Now, it's made with fat quarters, that one. Then at 12 o'clock, when we normally go home, they're going to be on air for another hour selling you the William Morris Merton fabric by the half metre. We know how much you love William Morris. We know how much you're going to love, 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 love that whole day. So you get an extra hour of live telly tomorrow. You get an extra hour of live telly with Natasha, Nicola and Joe tomorrow. It's a full day, isn't it? I presume Natasha will do the last hour on her own with the fabrics by the half metre. Oh, how fantastic. Right, this one, the Mindful Bundle and the bundle that complements the Mindful Bundle. These two are absolutely flying out. So this one here is this graphic here. Oh, this graphic here, £29.49. You get half a metre each. You got the butterflies. You get the discs in that colour, the yellow, discs in pink, discs in blue and green, mandalas in the blue, and then the other one. Going across the bottom here, these are all Spectrum solids in blue, green, pink, yellow and purple. £29.49. I've got the weekend off. I won't know what to do with myself. I think Hannah and I are coming to Uttoxeter, so if you're there, we might see you later. Depends what the weather's like and how much food I can cram down my neck before we get going. Lisa is shocked that she's won, but thank you very much indeed. Oh, how lovely that she was watching. Thanks ever so much for your company. I'll see you on Monday. CL's back in on Monday, and I've got a colourway. I've got loads. I'll see you then. Take care. Have a lovely weekend.
Tune in on Saturday the 14th of April when we're joined by Nicola Dodd. The intricate quilter will be making her originally designed hearth and home quilt, created by brand new William Morris Merton fabrics. This stunning quilt is made from patterned fabric in muted earthy tones. With hidden log cabin blocks and striking contrasting fabrics, this homely quilt will be the star of any room. Nicola will be here to share her quilting tips and advice to get the perfect finished quilt, so don't miss your chance to get your hands on the full kit plus handy instructions. Nicola's creation is made from simply stunning William Morris Merton range. We just can't wait to share the full collection with you. That's why after Nicola's quilting tutorial, we'll be launching brand new range of Merton fabrics at 12 p.m. So tune in on Saturday the 14th of April from 11 a.m. for 2 whole hours of fabulous William Morris, only on Sewing Quarter. Freeview Channel 78, Sky Channel 678.